Now even stronger for defeating the lead.
Chicago hit on Saturday in the Bucks versus Green Bay. March 1955. The Iowa girls basketball finals. A standing room only crowd brought state basketball tournament play to the then brand new Veterans Memorial Auditorium. "50 tournaments later, March 2006, opened the Iowa Girls Basketball Finals. Now opens this brand new arena to state basketball tournament play. The tradition continues. The excitement begins in 38 seconds with the fabulous Lee Greenwood.
Lee Greenwood is a presentation by First Realty GMAC Real Estate with over 30 locations statewide and over 500 sales associates serving Iowa.
At GMAC Real Estate, we don't sell dream houses. We sell houses to people with dreams. So before asking high-rise or Victorian, we ask about your goals, your needs, and then commit to serving your needs in writing. People like this so much, they've given our premier service agents an overwhelming 94% satisfaction rating. GMAC Real Estate. Service you deserve, people you trust.
For a First Realty GMAC Real Estate office near you, visit firstrealtyhomes.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in celebration of the 87th Iowa Girls High School State Basketball Tournament, please welcome Grammy Award winner Lee Greenwood, who will perform God Bless the USA, followed by the national anthem with accompaniment of the All-Iowa Dance Team. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Greenwood.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Sing it! And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'm glad to stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the for our troops who are serving all around this world. We'll take the music to them in April on our DOD tours all around the world. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Sail up that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, please Treynor.
Thank you so much.
Live from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, the 2006 Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament Championship games in Class 1A and 2A, brought to you by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield of Iowa. When it comes to choosing quality health care coverage, there is a difference. The difference is blue. Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield of Iowa is an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association. By Mid-American Energy. Mid-American Energy encourages everyone to play it safe around natural gas and electricity. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service. By Liberty Herbicide from Rare Crop Science. If you planted a Liberty Link hybrid, remember to follow with Liberty Herbicide and make the most of every acre. By your local dairy farmer. Have you had your 3-a-day today? And by Iowa Bankers Association, where your future is our focus. Iowa Banks. Here's Mr. Craig Lang, Iowa Farm Bureau President.
The girls' tournament is a great event. It reflects many of the values of farmers and all Iowans: hard work, dedication, and teamwork. That's why the Iowa Farm Bureau is now the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls Union. We believe in these values, and we want to support our young people and their communities. We're just thrilled to provide students with awards, recognition programs, grants, and scholarships. We're proud of our partnership with the Girls Union, and together we can build stronger schools, stronger communities, and a stronger Iowa.
Hi, everybody. Mick Trier along with former Drake basketball star Laura Leonard at the Wells Fargo Arena. We're getting ready for 2 championship games tonight. 1A and 2A should be good.
Well, I think both of them are going to be very good. All 4 teams like to play a lot of defense. I think points are going to be at a premium.
I think you're exactly right. It's been a good start so far here tonight.
It really has been, and a lot of fanfare, great crowd here tonight, and I think everybody is ready to open up the Wells Fargo Arena.
As I said, 2 championship games, the 1A and the 2A tonight. IKM and Treynor, and the 2A, North Butler and Battle Creek. The starting lineups for this 1A championship game are brought to you by your local dairy farmer. He has your Q&A today. Now here's Rick Silver screening.
First, the non-starters for the IKM Hawks. Number 11, Kelsey Sturm. Number 15, Michelle Gravy. Number 23, Caitlin Olson. Number 35, Katie Scheckinger. Number 41, Casey Hansen. And number 43, Stephanie Bornhoff. Assistant coach for the Hawks, Joy Gross. Now, the non-starters for the Treynor Cardinals. Number 10, Morgan Borkman. Number 14, Brenna McGuire. Number 22, Danielle Flossinger. Number 24, Jennifer Hatfield. Number 30, Courtney King. Number 34, Jessica Rath. Number 42, Kasia Pace. Number 50, Kristen Hendricks. And number 52, Melissa Bryant. Assistant coach for the Cardinals, Joellen Travis. Now, the starting lineup for this 1A championship game. For the Hawks, number 5, Margot Mopar. For the Cardinals, number 12, Megan Curtis. For the Hawks, number 25, Nelia Olson. For the Cardinals, number 20, Lee Hardigan. For the Hawks, number 31, Bailey Scheckinger. For the Cardinals, number 32, Trisha Trotter. For the Hawks, number 33, Kayla Gaskell. For the Cardinals, number 40, Shahela Pace. For the Hawks, number 53, Stephanie Shearing. And for the Cardinals, number 44, Anna Waymaster. Head coach of the Hawks, Gene Rasmussen. Head coach of the Cardinals, Gail Hardigan. The floor officials for tonight's game are Ron Monahan and Tom Randleman. The bench official is Kerry Hargis.
And also working along with us, Laura Leonard and myself, Lisa Brinkmeyer has some special guests to talk to.
Hi, Mick. Thank you. This is Lisa Brinkmeyer, along with Gail Flagel, Vice President and General Manager, and Jeannie Cotter, Franchise Operation Manager for First Realty GMAC Real Estate, and also the sponsor of the Lee Greenwood performance tonight. Thank you very much for making that happen, and thank you for being here. Jeannie, as Franchise Operation Manager, First Realty GMAC Real Estate, explain to me about your statewide network and why you thought it was important to sponsor Lee Greenwood tonight.
Well, Lisa, First Realty GMAC Real Estate has over 30 franchise offices and over 500 sales associates throughout the state of Iowa. When the sponsorship for Lee Greenwood came available at the Girls State Tournament, we thought this was a perfect avenue to promote our company. Plus the fact that the championship game tonight is being televised throughout the entire state of Iowa, it gives us great exposure for our franchise offices located around the state.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jeannie. Gail, First Realty GMAC Real Estate and the Girls Athletic Union both have long histories. Explain to me why First Realty GMAC Real Estate has been a leader in the Des Moines area and statewide.
You know, just like the championships tonight, we have people with unique qualities, special attributes that they bring to the buying and selling process. And it's just exciting to be part of this and to showcase our companies throughout the state.
Well, definitely. That was quite a performance tonight. I'm glad you guys were able to make it happen for us. Thank you very much. Enjoy the ball game. It's be exciting basketball to follow up the Lee Greenwood concert tonight. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mick.
Thank you, Lisa Brinkmeyer. Mick here along with Laura Leonard. 1A championship getting ready to get underway. 2 championships. It's championship night tonight, of course, and tomorrow night. 1A, 2A tonight, 3A, 4A tomorrow night. And we're underway. It will be Treynor with the basketball. The Cardinals in the white uniforms and IKM Hawks in the Hawkettes in the green as we get underway with 1A. Finally, the championship going to the Wells Fargo Arena here with Lee Greenwood, one of my favorites, and it really brought tears to people's eyes here. Great job and just a great start to this new era, of course, in girls' state basketball tournament. Turnaround jumper from the right side, up and good by IKM. And Shearing puts in the first bucket of the 1A championship game.
Well, with IKM, they have a little bit of a height advantage on the inside, and I think you're going to see them try to take advantage of it like they did right there.
It's going to be interesting to see if Treynor tries to shoot from the three-point range. They really kind of caught on fire the other night. IKM Hawks really not a team that likes to shoot from the outside. 0-12 as the ball rolls out of bounds. Just underway, 1A championship here. IKM leading over Treynor, 2-0 the score.
Well, you talked about it, Mick. The second game of the tournament, Treynor set a tournament record for three-pointers. They hit 10 in the ballgame. They had 8 of them in the first half and then cooled down a little bit in the second half, only knocked in 2, but tournament record of 10 three-pointers in a game.
That one by Treynor wouldn't go, however. Here come the Hawkettes down. Treynor going to back into, what, a 2-3 zone?
Yep, looks like a 2-3 zone.
Turn around for the baseline. Won't go. Good offensive rebound. Up and good, but a foul's going to call on behind on Anna Waymaster. 6 foot inside there. Just let IKM get the inside position and just could not get that rebound. Or let's have a look at the well-marked Blue Cross Blue Shield of Iowa keys of the game. What do you got for us?
Well, what they want to do is get off to a fast start. They've done that all tournament long. In the first quarter, they've outscored their opponents 33-12. The other thing they need to do is play that aggressive defense. Their defense turns into their offense.
Free throw up there by Shearing, of course. Stephanie misses the second one. 3-0 ball game. IKM drawing first blood here over Treynor. Treynor will bring it down, see if they kind of continue to shoot from the outside. IKM's going to have to play probably man a little more pressure on the outside than that man.
Well, I think you're going to have to after the performance they had the other night from beyond the arc. You're going to have to come out and honor that three-point shot, but you're also going to have to look inside and see if you can cover up there.
Treynor's 33% from three-point range for the tournament, shooting 41% from the field, but they've missed their first couple of shots, and Gail Hardigan has seen enough. She's gone to the bench early, and Courtney King's going to come into the lineup. 6:04 to go, first quarter, 3-0 IKM. Inside of the lane, shot blocked, got a whistle down to the baseline. So second foul of the ball game, I should say. Let's take a look at the keys for Treynor here, Laura.
Well, one of the things they have to do is contain Mulbauer, and they can't put her on the free throw line. She's a slasher. She likes to go to the hoop, and they want to control the tempo as well. They want to be able to make fewer possessions for the other team. They want to keep the ball in their possession.
Mulbauer missed the first one. You take a look at Gail Hardigan, the Treynor Cardinals coach. Of course, you see her doing the volleyball and basketball. Second free throw up and good. And IKM out to a 4-0 lead, and IKM is going to come out into a full court press.
Well, you talked about it, Mick, that Coach Gail Hardigan took this team with most of the same kids to the volleyball championship. They didn't win it there. They were the runner-up, but a lot of these same kids, multi-sport athletes.
Lee Hardigan trying to get it inside the pace and just lost the handle. See if Treynor tries to work up court. IKM top rated, number 1. Treynor rated number 3 coming into the state tournament here. Inside of the lane, Mohauer. No good, back up and good.
And again, it's the height inside of Shearing. She's going to the offensive boards quite a bit here in the first quarter, has been able to crash and get some second chance opportunities.
6-0, long shot by Hardigan, won't go. What are they, about 0 for 4, 0 for 5. Fast breakup coming by Mohauer, and they're going to have a foul.
Well, they like to get Mohauer out on the run if they can, try to get her out and see if they can get her in the open court, and she takes it to the hoop.
Timeout on the floor by Treynor. It's 6-0. IKM leading over Treynor with 5:16 to go in the first.
This is what I do. Growing is my business. And each year I try to do better than the year before. I try to grow stronger.
That's why Bayer Crop Science has the Growing Strong Rewards program. It could help you earn more than $2 per acre when you use Bayer Crop Science crop protection products. Enroll at BayerGrowingStrong.com by May 1st.
The way I see it, why just grow when you can be growing strong?
Alicia Collins is helping protect her loved ones, all thanks to one heroic act. She got them together to talk. Making a communication plan is crucial in the event of bioterrorism or other public health emergencies. Be a hero. Learn how to make a communication plan. Log on to protectiowahealth.org or call 866-339-7906 for a free guidebook.
Telecast is authorized on the broadcast rights granted by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union solely for the entertainment of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of the descriptions and accounts of tonight's activities without the express written consent of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union is prohibited. Victor Laura Leonard, Wells Fargo Arena, 1A championship, 2A coming up later on tonight. Second free throw missed, back up by Shearing, won't go. Another rebound for something good.
Oh, and that time, Bailey Scheckinger got in on the other side of it for another offensive boards. And right now, IKM is doing a job on the offensive boards, and Shearing's the one that's leading the way. 9-0
score. IKM. Treynor yet to draw any blood at all. Down to the left side of the lane. Bounces around a couple of times and finally gets it to go down.
Well, up until that point, they were 0 of 3 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point range, and 2 turnovers. So you can see why Gail Hardigan called that timeout just a moment ago.
Hendrick with the last bucket, who checked into the lineup here. IKM leading over Treynor. Shot won't go. Rebound, back up. Nope, now a fight. IKM comes down with the basketball. IKM's just winning the battle of the scramble or the rebounds right now.
Oh, they really are. They're scrapping for it on the inside. They're sending everybody to the boards when that shot goes up.
Turn around, Mohauer up and good. And Margot Mohauer hits it for 2 more for her. Nope. She can catch on fire, and Treynor now up 11-2 with Treynor.
And you talked about the offensive rebounding. IKM already has 7 offensive rebounds in this ballgame.
Very, very important in this one, also with all the misses by Treynor. Cardinals send it back outside. Turnaround jumper, not a bad shot, can't get it. Shearing off of the rebound, really not a bad shot.
No, that's where they wanted to get the ball. They got it into a good high percentage spot. They just couldn't finish it off, and Shearing again with another rebound.
Veteran coach Gail Hardigan all across the way there for Treynor. Long shot won't go. Again, another rebound, but now we might have an over-the-back call.
I think Nelia Olson is the one that went flying in there, climbing over the back.
Foul on number 25 for the Hawks. Nelia Olson, her first.
Let's see how the teams got here for IKM. Their first round game pretty easily, and their second round, of course, with all the the 44-26 score as well by them. So pretty impressive 2 games for them.
Oh, yeah, it really was, and they didn't really have any problems. They sailed right through, and I think a lot of it's due to their defense.
Yeah, no doubt about it. IKM with the steal. They'll set it up against the man. Crossed away, I believe it was. The pass across the lane, stolen away by Treynor. Treynor just trying to get something going. This might be it. Trotter, and she can't come away with it. So Trotter will bring it back out and set things up.
Look at the way IKM gets out and really hawks the basketball, and that's their defense does lead to their offense. You can take a look at the field goals. IKM 4 of 11, and Treynor not shooting it very well, but they're trying to find those open shots, get the ball into a high percentage area.
Jump ball called for it, and it's going to be IKM's ball. Timeout on the floor with 2:50 to go in the first quarter. It's IKM on top of Treynor, but the score will be 11-2. We'll be back.
For the last 12 years, the Iowa Bankers Association has sponsored the Parade of Achievement. They know that high school sports nurture character and integrity, self-esteem, pride, discipline, cooperation, teamwork. On a daily basis, the bank is the central focus of a community. It defines a community. We're proud of our long relationship with the Iowa Bankers Association.
Menards has everything you need for your home. Save energy with stylish lights from American Fluorescent. This nickel ceiling light is only $39.99. This 48-inch oak grid light is just $79.99. Get organized with Rubbermaid shelving. This durable 5-shelf kit is great for utility rooms, basements, and garages. Just $24.88 after rebate. Plus, there's no interest or payments till 2007 with your Menards Big Card.
Save big money at Menards.
If you're planting hybrids with Herculex One insect protection, make sure you extract every ounce of performance with the best weed control. Because all hybrids with Herculex One carry the Liberty Link trait, giving you the opportunity to use Liberty herbicide to control over 120 broadleaf weeds and grasses with unsurpassed crop safety. Talk to your retailer about Liberty, part of the Growing Strong Rewards program.
In Class 1A, the 2005 Iowa Farm Bureau Good Sportsmanship Award, a $500 college scholarship, went to student athletes Amanda Bryan and Jacob Citrin at Treynor, the 1A award-winning school. And back at Wells Fargo Arena as we take a look at the road to the finals, of course, this time for Treynor, and you can see that second game especially in the three-point shooting there by Treynor.
Yeah, Treynor really did catch fire from beyond the arc. They were 10 of 22 from beyond the three-point line, and as I said earlier, a tournament record.
So far, one quarter down. Is it the pressure by IKM on the Treynor outside shooting, or just not shooting it?
They're just, you know what, I just don't think they're finding the mark right now. I think maybe a little bit of nerves. They're finding the spots. They're getting the ball to the open player. They just are not getting the ball to fall through the hoop.
Victory Laura Leonard back in Wells Fargo underway, second quarter play. This is the 1A championship, 2A coming up following this one here this evening, and the 3A and the 4A tomorrow night. IKM with the basketball. Nice pass down inside of the paint, won't go, rebound Treynor. They gave up quite a few rebounds early, but this one they come down with it. Quick pass down floor, nice fast break up and good. Nice ball movement up to Shahela Pace, and she gets two, and it's 11-4 ball game.
And that's exactly how you want to run a fast break. The ball never hit the floor. It was passes all the way up, and they found the open player.
Oh, but they're going to give up an easy one at the other end. Oh, man. Shearing down at the other end. Stephanie is standing all alone inside of the paint. Kind of a defensive breakdown. It's 13-4 ball game.
Well, and they're finding her, too. And she's finding the spots, finding the opening in the defense, and her teammates are finding her.
Treynor inside of the paint. Won't go. Rebound. Only one there. IKM.
And that's another thing, too, with their defense of IKM. It's one shot, and then they're going the other way and setting up on offense.
See if they try to get it down inside to Shearing again. Nope, shot from the baseline. Mulbauer, and that is going to be a foul. Let's see what happens here on Treynor. They get the ball up court. Nice pass. Or down court, down by the bucket.
It was a cross-court pass from Hardigan. Trotter got it out, and Pace down filling the lane. and the ball never hit the floor, and that's the way you run it.
There was a shot of Gail Hardigan talking to her daughter, Lee Hardigan, I suppose, about how trying to move that offense just a little more faster than what they're moving it. Look at the rebounds. Wow.
Yeah, 14-4, IKM has really done a job, and Shearing leading the way with 6 of those.
Mulbauer again, second free throw also good. Going to build on this IKM lead of 15-4. See what Treynor elects to do with here. Lee Hardigan bringing it up.
Well, I know one of the things that we talked to Coach Hardigan about, she wanted to try to control tempo, and right now they're not able to do that. And I think the pressure defense and the fact that they're only getting the one-shot opportunity.
Shearing's going to be called for the foul. That's going to be her first personal foul. Just take a look at Gail Hardigan, veteran coach across the way. And she's going to take her daughter out of the lineup. We must need to talk a little more about offensive strategy. So Treynor will throw it in down the baseline. Boy, they have not had many open shots.
They really haven't, and the defense for IKM is really moving well out there. Anytime there's an opening or they think they have an opening, they're shutting it down.
Even that shot by Trotter, there they are, IKM right in their face. And they bring down it to the 15-4 lead.
And they can afford to be patient now. They've built a little bit of a lead, and they can really work the ball now.
Long shot, three-pointer.
Or they can shoot a three.
Or they can shoot a three. Whichever they want. Kayla Gaskell knocking it down for 3. Gives IKM a huge lead at 18-4. 28 seconds to go in the as they bring it down inside, and stolen away again by IKM. And they lose it out of bounds.
Again, the pressure defense, and then Gaskell bringing the ball down the floor, finding Mulbauer really streaking down the lane, and that's where Mulbauer gets a lot of her points, is in transition.
Saw Gene Rasmussen, the head coach of IKM, up yelling instructions. Here comes Treynor, 12 seconds, feeds it off down inside of the lane, got a whistle before the shot, I believe, and a foul's going to be called against the Hawks, and it will go against Gaskell, number 33, I believe. Wait and see.
I think it might be on Mulbauer.
I think you're right. That is exactly. That's going to kind of be an important foul category to watch on Margot Mulbauer.
That's 2 on her.
Inside, spin. Oh, a lot of arms in the air. Shot won't go. Couple seconds left. The shot of the buzzer won't go as well. So as we come to the end of the first quarter, it's 18-4 IKM. We'll be back with the second quarter of play of this 1A championship game right after this.
When you become a member of Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, you aren't just given a number. You're given a combination of numbers that unlocks the door to more doctors and hospitals across the country and the world. You're given a choice of plans to help you take charge of your health. And you're given the peace of mind that lets you focus on what really matters. When it comes to health insurance, you're given a number of reasons to believe there's a difference. The difference is blue.
We're about renewable energy. We're about safety at work and in the home. We're about keeping electric rates in Iowa as low as they are today, all the way through 2010. We're also about doing everything possible to bring more comfort to the lives of our customers.
Mid-American Energy.
To some, this is just a ball. To Iowa Farm Bureau, it's much more. It's opportunity for small-town kids to make it big. It's our youth, our community leaders, our past, our future. It's hopes and dreams, passion and pride. To Iowa Farm Bureau, this is the reason we work so hard. This is Iowa. Iowa Farm Bureau. People, progress, and pride.
18-4 the score. It's been all IKM in this 1A championship, and you can see some of the first quarter play, and a lot of it had to do with Margot Mulbauer. As she goes inside of the lane, misses that one, but who else? Shearing in there to help out in the scoring as well here for the IKM Hawks. And they have been explosive in the first quarter, and we're underway with second quarter. 18-4 ball game. Shot inside of the lane, won't go. Here comes Treynor. What are you going to do if you're Gil Hardigan and Treynor?
Well, I think the thing is you got the nerves out of the way maybe after the first quarter. Now you got to really work it. And I think the other thing is you got to pick up the defensive intensity because their defense also keys their offense.
Shot, ooh, just off the rim. Wouldn't fall for Shahela Pace. And IKM off of the rebound and an 18-4 lead. Boy, just nothing dropping for Treynor.
You know, as hot as they were the other night, shooting all those three-pointers, they cannot find the mark here tonight.
Really packing it in inside, trying to stop the scoring of Shearing. Shot from the outside, won't go. Treynor off the rebound. So we might see a little more fast break up across the half-court line here. Let's see if they try and pick up the tempo of their offense a little bit. Doesn't seem like they've got into tempo yet.
Yeah, they're a little out of sorts, and they need to swing the ball, but there again, I think IKM's defense has a little something to do with that.
On three-pointer, won't go. Nice offensive rebound, back up and good. For no good. Here comes IKM the other way, almost lost it. Boy, that would have been a big offensive rebound.
Yeah, that would have definitely helped them and helped the momentum a little bit. But you're right, Nick. Look at them. They're just packing that zone in, trying to shut down the inside game, really daring them to shoot from the outside.
On the back door, not going to make Gil Hardigan very happy.
Now, when you can get in that deep, they're packing it in, but the defense comes to where the ball is, and then they drop it inside, and that's an easy 2 points.
Yeah, for Schekinger, the one with the last 2 points. 20-4, IKM second quarter, turn around. Yes, finally they get one to go. On a Waymaster, the senior, all tournament volleyball, finally gets the bucket.
And I think they need to continue to do more of that. Go right back inside to Waymaster.
Well, if you're not going to get a three-point shot or a clean one, you're going to have to do something else. That's going to be inside. Shot good off the right wing. Man, everybody in there. Kayla Gaskell for IKM knocking it down for 2.
But you're right, Treynor, if you can start establishing that inside game, then the defense has to adjust a little bit. That might open up your outside game.
Same play, not the same result. A little too hard off the backboard by Waymaster. IKM quickly up court. Here comes Mulbauer. Stop, shoots, good. Man, she's a one-man wrecking crew. 2,268 points. And going to have a foul on IKM, and it's going to be on Margot. Yep. Which is her third. That is going to be a big foul. Timeout of the floor with 5:23 to go in the half. It's 24-6. It has been all IKM. Back in a moment.
Manager to register 5. Please, manager to register 5.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Do you think this eggplant looks like Elvis?
Young Elvis or Vegas Elvis?
Where there's a half a mile in every aisle.
Vegas?
Vegas.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
There's a whole new side to the dairy you love. Clinical studies show milk, cheese, and yogurt actually help the body burn more fat when you make 3 servings a day part of your weight loss plan. So, when you're cutting calories, make it 3 servings of dairy every day.
1, 2, 3.
Like what you see? Learn more at 3aday.org.
This is what I do. Growing is my business. And each year I try to do better than the year before. I try to grow stronger.
That's why Bayer Crop Science has the Growing Strong Rewards program. It could help you earn more than $2 per acre when you use Bayer Crop Science crop protection products. Enroll at BayerGrowingStrong.com by May 1st.
The way I see it, why just grow when you can be growing strong?
And now this key stat brought to you by Iowa Farm Bureau.
Well, look at that, Mick. The rebounding is the biggest part of that. IKM 19-7 on the boards, and they're shooting it pretty well, 9 of 21. Treynor's only found the bucket 3 times. They've got to continue to work the basketball, try to find the inside players, see if they can get them set up to open up their outside game.
Got Lee Hardigan inside now. Turnaround jumper won't go. Rebound fought for it. Treynor comes down with it. Hardigan will kick it back out, and they'll reset the offense. A little faster pace now as they got Hardigan back out of the ball game. Shot is blocked. No, and I think Hardigan's going to get called. I think they're getting a little frustrated as she swipes to the ball. I'm not sure who they called it on, though. Might have been on number 50, which is going to be Kristen Hendricks. A little faster pace, though, that time. Look at the replay. Now watch. Yeah, just a little bump there. It's been,
right over the top.
Yeah, they get a little frustrated with the misses.
Well, they're trying to make things work. They're trying to maybe get everything back in one shot, see if they can make up the deficit all in one shot, and you got to do it bit by bit.
24-6. IKM jumped out early. Treynor struggled from the field, and IKM has really done a good job of the boards. Down inside of the paint, no good. Rebound, IKM back up and good. Man, oh man. Bailey Scheckinger got the offensive rebound, put it back up and good. It's a 20-point lead by the Hawks.
And that's where the whole ball game has happened right now for IKM, has been on second chance opportunities.
Then a pass down low, out of bounds. 5th turnover now by the Treynor Cardinals. And you take a look at head coach Gene Rasmussen, who's got to be pretty happy with his IKM Hawks so far.
This is a quick start, and that was one of the keys we talked about. Get off to a quick start, and they have done that here.
Boy, no doubt. Oh, nice pass inside of the lane. Might have a charge. Yep. Good defense by Lee Hardigan. Going to have an offensive charge. Was it Olsen, I believe, going down the middle of the lane? See what happens here. Got the pass. Yep, just got there a little bit quicker.
Yeah, Hardigan did a nice job of really reading the play and anticipating where Olsen was going to go.
Full court pressure here by IKM. Treynor trailing by 20 at 26-6 with 4 minutes to go, and I'm sure Gil Hardigan would like to see get it into within single digits here. Hardigan down the left side, stops, shoots. I don't know if it's partially blocked. Missed everything.
You can just see the frustration on Hardigan's face as she shot that fadeaway a little too strong.
Shearing's on that offensive baseline. Here's another block this time. As Hendricks tried a shot, and she gets it blocked.
And Shearing's dominant on the defensive side. That was her block, and right now, Treynor has not scored since the 6:10 mark, and we're at the 3:20 mark here to go before halftime.
Are you a little surprised that Margot is still out there with 3 personal fouls inside of the lane? Shot no good. Mulbauer working with those 3 fouls.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that she's still out there, and I would think with this kind of a lead, you would get her on the bench.
Time out of the floor with 3:11 to go in the half. It's IKM on top, 26-6. We'll be back after this.
Menards has everything you need for your home. Save energy with stylish lights from American Fluorescent. This nickel ceiling light is only $39.99. This 48-inch oak grid light is just $79.99. Get organized with Rubbermaid shelving. This durable 5-shelf kit is great for utility rooms, basements, and garages. Just $24.88 after rebate. Plus, there's no interest or payments till 2007 with your Menards Big Card.
Save big money at Menards.
Honey, I think I found the problem.
Want an easy way to keep your engine clean? Use Conoco and Phillips 66 Quality Pro Clean gasolines. They meet the tough top-tier standard developed by BMW, Honda, GM, and Toyota to help keep your engine running its best. Conoco and Phillips 66. Life happens between empty and full.
Sorry I'm late.
I didn't see you pull up.
That ball handling was sweet.
Dad, don't try to be hip.
Iowa's nationally acclaimed schools and balanced quality of life make it one of the nation's best places to raise a family. Iowa, life-changing.
IKM has been on fire, as you can see with this play. Olsen pitches it over to Gaskell. She knocks it down from 2-point range for 2 more points for IKM Hawks. 26-6 score. IKM leading over Treynor. 3 minutes to play. Take a look at second chance points. Wow. Man.
Well, that's been the whole ball game, really. I mean, that's where it all has happened, is second chance opportunities for IKM. And Treynor on the other side just cannot find the basket. They are one of their last 12, and they're turning the ball over.
And turnovers, unlike, a Gail Hardigan coach team. But they're out there fighting. You can tell they're frustrated. Down by 20 here. Nice pass inside. Little turnaround jumper by Schekinger, and she knocks it down for 2 more.
That was a tough shot by Schekinger. She got the turnaround jumper, had a hand right in her face, just powered it up off the glass.
8 points for Schekinger. Treynor. Hardigan off the bounce, no good.
Right, yeah, the shots right now, I think it's a whole frustration thing. They're trying to do too much, and they're not really working the ball. I know you're down by a lot, but you got to work to find that open shot.
IKM continues to look down inside, but it's going to be Margot taking a shot. Three-pointer! Mulbauer knocking it down from three-point range, and she can get it going.
Not only from the outside, but on the inside, too. Likes to put it on the floor. And you mentioned over 2,000 points in her career that she scored. She's one of 3 players here at the state tournament that have scored over 2,000 points.
Shot on the backside, good by Shahela Pace for the 2. She's averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds a game, and she's trying to get it going down. Shot at the other end by for 3. Nope. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be Treynor coming down with the basketball. Hardigan quickly up court. See if they can't get a fast break going. 31-8 score. IKM leading with 1:34. Bounce pass inside. Shot. Nope. Won't go. Rebound. It's IKM away with the basketball. Fast break. Margot. Mulbauer brings it down. Stop. Shoots. Won't go. Rebound. Hardigan got a girl open at the other end if she can get it to her. She looked, and didn't throw.
Smart move by Mulbauer. She put that shot off, knew it was coming off the rim, was going to go after that offensive rebound, knew she had 3 fouls and backed off.
Got it inside of the lane. Scoop shot. No. Rebound. Shearing really dominant inside.
And they don't have an answer for her on either end.
Shot at the other end won't go. IKM knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Treynor basketball and more substitutes coming in. 31-8. IKM leading over Treynor here. 54 seconds to play. First half. Mixer, Laura Leonard, Wells Fargo Arena.
I think Treynor's substituting a lot, trying to find a combination that might click for them, trying to get them a little momentum going in at halftime.
50 seconds to go as Lee Hardigan brings it across. Boy, they tried to get it down low into Pace, but just as, I don't know, she doesn't match up very well with Shearing.
That's not a great matchup, and it's just the height, I think, of Shearing. She's at 6'4" on the inside and just dominating both ends of it.
Especially on the rebounds. 29 seconds to play in the half. IKM might be content just to take the last shot with a huge lead.
And I think in the second half, I think Treynor's really going to have to adjust their defense a little bit, maybe be a little bit more aggressive.
Well, Treynor gets the steal, 10 seconds to go here. See if they can't kind of end with a little bit of some momentum. Hardigan kicks it out, left side shot, good! Three-pointer, Courtney King at the buzzer. A little bit of spark now for the Treynor Cardinals as the buzzer at the half. So after 2 quarters of play in this 1A championship game, it's 31-11. IKM leading over the Treynor Cardinals. Whew.
That was a great first half for IKM, but Treynor with the big 3-pointer right there at the end gives them a little momentum.
Well, here's a keeper as Menard's memorable moment for the first girls state tournament game in history to be played here at Wells Fargo Arena. This is IKM. Manila was the winner, and number 4, Margot Mulbauer was the star. If you are impressed with her now, you might want to watch closely the Between Games Entertainment. IKM really dominating this one over Treynor in this 1A championship game, and Treynor just struggling at field goal percentage and in rebounds and turnovers. Really have had a tough time getting on track.
Well, the turnover part of it, Treynor has 7 turnovers, IKM only 3 turnovers, and you're right, the shooting percentage is 5 of 24 for Treynor for 21%, and IKM 12 of 30 for 40%, but it's all been the rebounds. They're winning the battle of the boards 26-13, led by 11 rebounds by Stephanie Shearing.
If there's any hope, though, you've got to remember that second game here in this 1A championship for the Cardinals at Treynor when they started unleashing threes, and they can hit them. They thought 33% from three-point range from the second game.
Well, you figure that they might be able to catch fire if they hit that three-pointer right there at the end. Gives them a little bit of spark going into the locker room. I know they're going to talk about some things, and they're going to adjust their defense a little bit and see if they can climb back into this game.
Yeah, and there you see the great shot by Courtney King, knocking it down from three as the clock came to a close here in the second quarter of the first half. 31-11 is our halftime score in favor of the IKM Hawks over the Treynor Cardinals.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Pella Forte Green Squad under the direction of Ellen Gallinger. They will now perform a novelty routine to Rudy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pella Forte Green Squad. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pella Forte Green Squad.
Be right back after this timeout for your local station.
This is where Paxton Williams came to college to become, well, he didn't really know. This is where he learned to go white on the bleach. This is where he played broom ball. This is where Paxton decided to write a one-man play for his honors project. This is where he got stage fright and wished he'd written a paper instead. This is where Paxton Williams' one-man play was a hit. And it began its 5-year run of performances across America and England. Enjoy your adventure at Iowa State. Visit ChooseYourAdventure.net.
Walk right in, sit right down. Baby, lay your hair hang down. Walk right in, sit right down. Baby, don't you wait so long. Lay your hair hang down. Ooh. Baby, lay your hair hang down.
Relax, you're at Great Clips.
Real-time reporting degrees from AIB College of Business, connecting students to exciting, high-paying careers. With a growing court system and the need for instant information to meet the needs of the deaf and hearing impaired, the U.S. is facing a national shortage of real-time reporters. AIB's strong tradition in the field and our reputation with employers across the country make it easy to get an exciting, high-paying career anywhere. In about 2 years, you'll get the training you need to succeed. Call AIB College of Business today to learn more.
See Coach Carter live at Seven Flags in Clive.
This telecast of the 2006 Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament Championship Games is brought to you by Mid-American Energy. Mid-American Energy encourages everyone to play it safe around natural gas and electricity. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service. By Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company. By Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle, and proud to sponsor the Iowa High School Girls Basketball Championships. By Menards, save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Radius Herbicide. Get the ultimate in protection with the new Radius Herbicide from Bayer Crop Science. Radius, a weed-free zone.
Hi, Lisa Brinkmeyer here with Deb and Jenna Schrack. Thank you both very much for being here. This summer, July 2nd through the 8th, Iowa is going to be hosting the Special Olympics USA National Games in Ames. And the way I understand it, there needs to be 8,000 to 10,000 volunteers for this event. What's it take to be a volunteer?
Well, we are going to try and match, our goal is to match our volunteers with the best roles. And they do, the great thing is that you don't have to, there's no requirements. And we need volunteers at every level of the game competition, from scorekeeping to award presentation, dining services, you name it, we need you.
And how do people get information for that?
We have a website. It's www.2006nationalgames.org, or you can call 515-596-5600.
Great, thank you. And now to Jenna. How long have you been participating in the Special Olympics?
12 years.
You're a veteran. What sports do you participate in?
Swimming, bowling, roller skating, ice skating, and unified golf.
Wow. And what sports will you be participating in for the national games?
Bowling.
Bowling. Fantastic. What has it been like for you to participate in the Special Olympics?
It's given me a great opportunity to travel the country, and it's also built my confidence up very much, and I've got to meet a lot of new friends.
Well, I bet you have, especially traveling the country. What sort of places have you gone to?
In 2003, I went to Dublin, Ireland, and in 2005, I went to Nagano, Japan.
Well, that's fantastic. What's one of your most memorable events in the Special Olympics? What's something, I know you've done lots of great things, but what's something that you've done, one of the places you've earned or one of the awards you've won?
I've won Athlete of the Year in 2000.
Well, congratulations, Jenna, and great luck during the national games. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mick.
Thank you, Lisa Brinkmeyer. We're at halftime. It's 31-11. IKM leading over Treynor. Second half coming up in this 1A championship right after this.
For the last 12 years, the Iowa Bankers Association has sponsored the Parade of Achievement. They know that high school sports nurture character and integrity. Self-esteem, pride, discipline, cooperation, teamwork. On a daily basis, the bank is the central focus of a community. It defines a community. We're proud of our long relationship with the Iowa Bankers Association.
Lots of people said I'd never get away with just one pass. Then again, they've never seen a pre-emerge herbicide like this.
It's not just a one pass. It's a security system. Radius, a weed-free zone. Talk to your dealer about Radius, part of the Growing Strong Rewards program.
Victory Laurel Leonard, as you take a look at the 2006, the 1A District Coaches of the Year. Some outstanding jobs done by some fine folks here in the state of Iowa in Class 1A. We're getting ready for the second half, 31-11. Laurel Leonard, your Gail Hardigan, I bet she had a lot to say for Treynor.
Well, I think she probably did, and I think the one thing is you got to get back and you got to control the boards, and that's one thing that they have not done. And the ball got inside. You can see there they went inside to Shearing quite a bit. Margot Mulbauer takes the ball inside Shearing there again with one of her 11 rebounds for the half. And Treynor, again, trying to get the ball inside, and they finally get one of the hoops to fall, Hendricks, and they get the ball inside, and that's what they need to do. They need to get it inside, set things up there.
Boy, back to live action here inside of the lane, and that gets it into lead. Hardy going to see if she can't. She was really frustrated in the first half, and finally gets the bucket to go down. Her first of the ball game. 31-13. IKM just inside of the top of the key, won't go, but they get another offensive rebound.
And I'm sure they talked about that at halftime, and they've got to seal it off. They can't allow those second chance opportunities.
Well, Treynor's going to get a break because IKM got inside and got the rebound. Shearing, only one there, and she has been a dominant factor. Look at the first half stats.
Yeah, 40% shooting from the floor for IKM. Treynor only 21%. And IKM got to the free throw line. Treynor did not. That tells you they're not taking the ball to the hoop. They need to be a little bit more aggressive.
7:15 underway, third quarter. Mixture, Laura Leonard, Wells Fargo Arena, pass down low to Hardigan off the fingertip. Just a second slow, just the timing not quite there.
Well, it was a nice backdoor cut. They just could not hang on to the basketball, and those are the mistakes that they made in the first half.
Treynor will back into the 2. I thought it was a 2-3. There's a little matchup inside there.
Looks like they're matching up.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by IKM. So Treynor with an opportunity here as Lee Hardigan will throw it in.
They've had a couple of opportunities here to start the third quarter to be able to try to score and get some points on the board. They haven't taken advantage of that. And here again, another turnover. Get the ball inside. They just can't hang on to it.
Trying to get it down to Waymaster down there on the low post. I think they got a pretty good feeling that she probably has the better part of that matchup on the offensive end. Defense, I don't know. She's going when you got to match up against Shearing. Not an easy battle.
That's a tough matchup. You're giving away a few inches on the inside.
Top of the key, three-pointer, good. Second one of the ball game as Kayla Gaskell knocking it down from three-point range to make it 34-13.
And there's the factor of the defense backing it in, trying to shut down the inside game.
Margot gets a quick pass up court, and Mulbauer with 2 more points to her credit. And IKM has done everything right in this 1A championship, and they lead 36-13. Treynor has just struggled from the get-go.
They really have, and when they get that steal, they're going the other way. They're pushing the ball.
Foul's going to be on IKM here. Treynor will go to the free throw line. Foul against Schekinger, the senior. Treynor will go to the free throw line. And now let's take a look at Laura's Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield, Iowa's key of the game. You said fast start. That's a definite. What else?
Yeah, they got off to the fast start. Aggressive defense. I think we're seeing it here again in the third quarter, the aggressive defense by IKM. Their defense is turning into their offense.
No doubt about it. Free throw line again. King, shot, good. Still going to have to come up with some threes or some fast breaks. Get something trying to go.
They just have to find something to spark them. They've got to get that one play that might get them going the other way and get a little confidence in their side.
Hawks very patient. Ball loose, down to the floor. Jump ball called for to be long to IKM. Possession clock going their way. Just looking at Mulbauer, still playing with those 3 personal fouls. She's played a long time with it.
Yeah, she picked up her third foul at the 5:23 mark in the second quarter and has done a good job of not picking up that board.
Hardigan. Again, down low with give and take. You know, though, IKM really pushing out that defense. Just a body on everybody. Shot inside of the lane. Up and good. Nice looking shot by Tricia Trotter. Averages 14 points during the tournament. Almost that's the same during the year. And that is her second bucket of the ball game.
But you're right. The defense is pushing them out, and that's what they need to do, though, is put the ball on the floor and attack that defense.
Three-pointer. IKM. Just daggers. I'm going to tell you. You come down and get a bucket, and at the other end, Nelia Olson nails one from three-point lane.
And you're feeling pretty good about it, feeling like, hey, we got a bucket, or maybe we're on the right track, and then boom, IKM just nails one from the outside.
39-17. Treynor gives it over to Hardigan. Drives in. Stops. Shoots. Should make it. Won't go off the back side of the iron.
I think when you look back on this game, I think everything's going to point to the rebounding, and that's definitely been a thing that's been in IKM's favor, both on the offensive side and the defensive side.
Margot kicks it off. Now you have to work, pass down low. You don't set up that down low because they're trying to put pressure on the outside.
They kept sneaking out on Gaskell because she's hit 2 of 4 3-pointers, and they got the backside cut.
Time out of the floor as we got a break. It's Margot Mulbauer for IKM making it 2 more points. They lead it 41-17. Back in a moment.
If you're planting hybrids with Herculex One insect protection, make sure you extract every ounce of performance with the best weed control. Because all hybrids with Herculex One carry the Liberty Link trait, giving you the opportunity to use Liberty herbicide to control over 120 broadleaf weeds and grasses with unsurpassed crop safety. Talk to your retailer about Liberty, part of the Growing Strong Rewards program.
Menards is the place where you'll always save big money on quality products for your home. For a perfect paint job, start with Fast Prime by Zinsser, only $6.88 a gallon after rebate. Decorate your home with Menards' wide selection of mirrors. Get 15% off all Stanley frameless mirrors. Plus, there's no interest or payments till 2007 with your Menards Big Card.
Save big money at Menards.
And now let's review Laura's well-marked Blue Cross Blue Shield of Iowa's keys to the game for Treynor.
Well, they need to contain Mulbauer. Have they done it? A little bit. Maybe not as much as they would like to. 13 points already in this ball game. She's averaging 24 for the tournament. Control tempo, they just have not done that. They haven't been able to because they can't get the rebounds. They can't get the shots to fall.
Yeah, no doubt about it. IKM gone to the free throw line. Olsen makes it a 42-17 game, and they keep the pressure on full court.
Well, and going back to the tempo key, rebounding, and I know we've been talking about that a lot in this ball game, but IKM 29 rebounds, Treynor 13.
Ball knocked away at half court, picked back up by Olsen.
And I think if you're Treynor, you got to come up and challenge a little bit. I think you got to force the issue.
And they did, and then they got an open shot down to the baseline, so exactly what you said. Shot from outside, good, they're hot. Margot Mulbauer, wow.
Well, and that was with Hendricks right in her face, too. She stepped out and launched the jumper with the defender flying right at her.
15 points for Margot. Great job. Averaging 24 for the tournament. All tournament last year. Shot inside of the lane. Treynor, not a bad shot by Treynor for Coach Gail Hardigan. Lee takes the shot right up there inside, just isn't falling.
Well, they got the ball where they wanted it to, inside in the middle of the zone, and again, the shots aren't falling, and that's got to be very frustrating for Treynor.
IKM, lot of defense on Margot when she gets the ball. She's a player.
Yeah, she is, and she does a little bit of everything. She's got an outside game. She can slash to the hoop, and she plays a lot of defense, too.
Shot from 12 won't go, but she'll probably go to the free throw line as she was shooting and was fouled.
She's gone to the free throw line coming into the tournament 112 times, is 87% free throw shooter, and one of the things that she does, and you can notice it when she takes the ball inside, dribble penetration, she hangs up there, and she draws that attention and is able to draw that contact.
This IKM team, of course, lost to Charter Oak Youth last year in the 1A championship. Whenever you catch a team that happens to, that kind of got, got to get back there and win it the next year.
Well, they were talking after yesterday's game, and they said that they were just focused and determined. They wanted to get back here. That was their whole focus for the entire season.
Talked to a good friend of mine. Of course, IKM stands for Irwin Kirkman and Manila. The Manila, of course, here many times back in sixth player. A friend of mine, he said his wife, Caitlin Z, his wife used to play for Manila back then. And Margot down and missed the shot. Unusual. She's got a smile on her face. Here comes Treynor the other way, inside of the lane. Shot blocked and have a foul, however, on Stephanie Shearing. A little bit of a smile by Stephanie as they brought it down. At least a little momentum going down. Timeout on the floor with 2:36 to play in the third quarter. So far, it has been all IKM, 45-17.
Official timeout. We stand for people. Progress and pride.
Everything the Iowa Farm Bureau does, it does for Iowa. Iowa Farm Bureau supports the people and the programs that support all of us, from farmers to community leaders to our youth. Iowa Farm Bureau strives to make our state the best it can be.
People, progress and pride is true. Iowa Farm Bureau, helping you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
There's a whole new side to the dairy you love. Clinical studies show milk, cheese, and yogurt actually help the body burn more fat when you make 3 servings a day part of your weight loss plan. So, when you're cutting calories, make it 3 servings of dairy every day.
1, 2, 3.
Like what you see? Learn more at 3aday.org.
Manager assistance to customer service, please. Manager assistance to customer service.
Can I help you with anything? Yeah, chocolate chip cookie dough or cherry nut. Which says, sorry, I was late. How late? I don't know. What time is it?
Where there's a help, a smile in every aisle.
Better get both.
And here's our Coca-Cola Classic Trivia question for you. Name the consolidated school in this year's tournament that has the most combined state tournament appearances. Oh, let me think. Ooh, I don't know.
There's a lot of good ones to choose from.
I don't know. Eeny, meeny.
Could be any one of them.
I think you might be right. Well, I'm ready for the answer. Hendricks, Treynor, knocks both free throws down. 45-19. A little pressure here by Treynor. A little 2-2-1. Full court, and they'll get the turnover. Taking it to the hoop. Won't go. Foul will be called against IKM. Now you got to take a little. You know, I think Gail must really rip them over there during the timeout. You know, get that press out there, get the ball, and then take it down the lane.
And why not? I mean, you might as well try everything right now. You're down by a bunch. Might as well try some different things. Come out in a full court pressure. Surprised them a little bit. They got the turnover, and they're going to the free throw line.
Ryder's first free throw good. Second one is also good. Yeah, what they used to always say, best way to try and make up points when the clock isn't running. 45-21, looking down floor, get it clear down, shot, up and good. Checkinger, nice pass down court, and that's the gamble you take when you put a full court 2-2-1 press on.
Now the first time out, they get the steal, they're feeling pretty good about it, slap the press on again, and then right over the top, they find the open player, eat for an easy 2.
47-21 IKM. They let it halftime, 31-11, three-point shot, won't go, got the rebound. Not much rebounding by Treynor. They're really falling back after they shoot the ball. And the ball lost to the bounds. It's going to be IKM basketball. Treynor takes a shot, net just doesn't go to the board.
Well, and, you know, part of that, I think, is IKM. They do push the tempo, and they do push the ball, and when they're getting the rebound, they're getting out and running, and I think Treynor's cheating a little bit because they want to try to get back and stop that transition game. You know, Treynor has not had a field goal since the 5:20 mark here in the third quarter. They're getting points, but they're getting them at the free throw line.
Treynor's going to go to a box and one, do the one on Margot Mulbauer, try and stop her in any way they can. She's got 8-16. Nice pass down low, shot won't go, gets the rebound, back up, and good. Margot Mulbauer. 5'8", you know, but she's just always around the basketball.
She's hustling, she's moving all the time. She has a nose for the basketball, and that time got in there, got the offensive board.
Three-pointer, good! Brianna McGuire knocking it down. The sophomore for Treynor Cardinals gets the 3. Here comes the fast break. Or not the fast break, but the full court pressure, and we're going to have a foul, and I believe it's going to go against IKM.
I think it's going to be on Olsen and trying to catch the ball, turn, and try to make the move to the basket. And Hardigan right there.
Watch this, now a nice kick outside there to McGuire. She finds nothing but net.
That was a deep three, too.
Well, it was,
and
too.
on the tournament, she's 4 of 10 coming into this ball game, so she shoots it pretty well from beyond the arc.
You can catch up in a hurry when you're shooting 3.
Well, if they can catch that fire that they had the other night when they were raining them in from all over the floor against Charter Oak, they might be able to climb back into this ball game.
48 seconds to go, third quarter. Here comes Treynor. Cardinals bring it up. Stop, shoot, little 6-footer, no good. Good offensive rebound. Hardigan will try it from 3. No, won't go, but they're going to the boards at least. And they're going to have a foul, but I don't think Gail Hardigan's going to be upset with the play of Tricia Treynor because she's in there fighting for the ball.
And all of a sudden, the last minute and a half, they've become a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end.
Here's the long shot outside, just wouldn't go. Got the defensive rebound. When you're going against Stephanie Shearing, she's such a force inside there. She really is tough. Margot at the other end won't go. Tap back up and good. Buckinger, no blocking out whatsoever by Treynor. They're going to have to, you know, IKM's a good team. They're going to go to the board. Treynor's going to have to block out.
They got to, as soon as that shot goes up, turn and find somebody in a green jersey and box them out.
Shot on the baseline. 1, 2. Second one will go up and good. And finally, Shahela Pace gets the bucket down. Ball loose. Picked up by Treynor. They take it to the hoop. No good. Rebound up. No good. That's the buzzer. That brings us to the end of 3 quarters of play. It's 51-26. It has been all IKM so far. And a lot of IKM. We'll be back.
We're about renewable energy. We're about safety at work and in the home. We're about keeping electric rates in Iowa as low as they are today, all the way through 2010. We're also about doing everything possible to bring more comfort to the lives of our customers.
Mid-American Energy.
Well, Senator Grassley on hand here, of course, at Wells Fargo Arena. He was always on hand over at the Veterans Memorial Auditorium, and he's also found his seat here on the sidelines. Senator for Iowa. Always a great girl supporter.
Always comes to the games. 6-player game when they were playing 6-player, and now he continues to show up and support.
Field goal percentage, ouch.
Yeah, IKM still shooting it very well. 47%, Treynor 24%. Picked it up a little bit in the third quarter, though. They scored 15 points in that third quarter.
Shot was no good, but at least Treynor in there battling for the rebound. Foul's going against Waymaster. Let's take a look at Gail Hardigan. A little full court pressure still being applied here by Treynor. 51-26. IKM waiting over Treynor with 7:44 to go in the game. 2A championship coming up later on. North Butler and BCIG, Battle Creek Outer Grove. And that one should be a good one.
Yeah, that one should be a good one, and I think that one's two different types of teams, two contrasting styles.
Three-pointer, yes! Top of the net. Amelia Olson, 6'2", junior, averages 18 a game, and she knocks it down.
And on the season, shooting 51% from beyond the three-point line.
Give her 9 points here tonight. 54-26. Nice kick out, shot, good.
You know, Hardigan does a great job of taking the ball inside, drawing the defense, and then finding a teammate who is open.
Hendricks getting the last two here for Treynor. A little pressure being applied by the Cardinals. Ooh, that was a hot potato, and then they call a timeout. Almost lost it out of bounds, so IKM takes a quick timeout here with 6:54 to go in the fourth quarter. 54-28 is our score, and we'll be back with more from the 1A championship in just a moment.
become a member of Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, you aren't just given a number. You're given a number of ways to take charge of your health. You're given health plan choices that fit your ever-changing life. And because your health needs go beyond the doctor's office, you're given unique programs that help educate and empower you. You're even given support and guidance when you need them most. There's a difference in health insurance companies, and 1.5 million Iowans know. The difference is blue.
This is what I do. Growing is my business. And each year I try to do better than the year before. I try to grow stronger. That's why Bayer Crop Science has the Growing Strong Rewards program. It could help you earn more than $2 per acre when you use Bayer Crop Science crop protection products. Enroll at BayerGrowingStrong.com by May 1st. The way I see it, why just grow when you can be growing strong?
And now this key stat brought to you by Iowa Farm Bureau. Back Wells Fargo Arena here. 54-28, IKM leading over Treynor here in the start of the fourth quarter. We're underway here. And Treynor with the basketball, shot for the right side of the lane, up and good. Treynor knocking it down here for the Cardinals.
Trotter doing a nice job, little dribble penetration, pulls up, finds the opening.
Makes it a 54-30 game. Treynor still pushing it out. Outside the top of the key here for IKM. Alley-oop pass inside, might have a foul. Boy, I tell you, with the height advantage inside by Stephanie Shearing, so tough.
There really isn't a good high-low setup that time. Bailey Scheckinger on top, dropping it down inside to Shearing. That's a good play for them. The high-low, it's tough to match up to.
More substitutes coming in as Gail Hardigan continues to try and get some help inside. And this time she's going to bring in Melissa Bryant, 6-foot freshman. I suppose try and get some height in there on Shearing and some help.
No, they've tried everything, really, to try to shut her down. And she hasn't scored a ton of points. She's just been a force on the boards.
Pass inside, down to the low post, no good. Fight for the rebound again. Who else? Stephanie Shearing coming down with the basketball. There's Margot Mulbauer, kicks it off to the right side, down to the baseline. Shot up, no good. Rebound out of there by Treynor. 54-30, IKM leading here over Treynor with 5:41 to go in the fourth quarter of this 1A championship game. Shot up, won't go, and IKM off of the rebound.
Well, by my count, I think that's Shearing's 15th rebound now. The tournament record, single game record for rebounds is 21, so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Down to the low post, now left side wing, shot, no good, rebound, Treynor. So they're hitting the boards a little harder, trying to a fast break, up court to Trotter. Trotter stops, still looking for some help, kicks it out, three-pointer, no. Hits the lip of the iron, and it's only IKM there. 54-30, IKM leading over Treynor with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
And that's the way it's been the entire game. McGuire was right on line, just came up a little bit short. Nobody crashing the boards for Treynor.
Over the left wing. Get it inside. Look at the height advantage, Laura. It's pretty tough. But you got to block out. You can't give them the 2 shots per try. And they wrapping it up. Nothing called. And IKM comes away with the wrestling match. Shot won't go, and I think maybe this time they're going to get too much on Shearing. Let's take a look at the Iowa Farm Bureau key stat here. And take a look at its percentage all the way for IKM.
It really is. They've shot it well the entire game. Treynor struggled most of the game, and rebounding, we've talked about it all game long. IKM is just manhandling the boards.
A little bit too hard of a pass, goes out of bounds.
Well, right now we have Stephanie Shearing with 17 rebounds, closing in on that single game record of 21.
54-30. IKM has been in control of this one from the get-go. Treynor, Lee Hardigan, outside, inside of the lane, nope. Three-pointer, yep, got it. Nice shot. Nice looking shot by Megan Gertis for Treynor.
And that was a good job of taking the ball inside and then kicking it back out to the open player.
First three-pointer of the game, first point of the game for her. Treynor picking up their defense just a little bit in intensity.
Well, IKM, here again, I said this in the first half, but they can afford to be patient now and really work the basketball. Treynor's got to come out and force the issue a little bit.
Yeah, and then they'll get Shearing inside, and then they kick it back out and hit a three. They have been a 1-2 punch.
There's some matchup problems definitely for Treynor, and they haven't been able to solve
them. Knocked away, picked back up, almost stolen away. Quick hands in the part of Tricia Trotter for Treynor. She knocked it away.
And she's really scrapping, and here she gets a steal, and she's done that all game long, really trying to spark her team.
Treynor coach is saying, get it down there, three-pointer. No, airballed it, won't go. It goes out of bounds. Timeout of the floor, 3:17 to go in the ball game. It's been all IKM, 54-33. We'll be back.
If you're planting hybrids with Herculex One insect protection, make sure you extract every ounce of performance with the best weed control. Because all hybrids with Herculex One carry the Liberty Link trait, giving you the opportunity to use Liberty herbicide to control over 120 broadleaf weeds and grasses with unsurpassed crop safety. Talk to your retailer about Liberty, part of the Growing Strong Rewards program.
At Menards, we're dedicated to quality products at low prices. Choose the shower of your dreams with Advanta by Max. This neo-angle model is just $389. Finish your bath with quality Omega cabinets. Choose from many different sizes and styles, all with dovetail drawers, plywood sides, and solid wood fronts. All special order cabinets are 10% off. Plus, there's no interest or payments till 2007 with your Menards Big Card.
Save big money at Menards.
The Class 1A All-Tournament team will be announced at the end of this game, and one player will be named captain. On Saturday night following the 4A title game, one of the four class winners will be named the most valuable player in the entire tournament. Mid-American Energy will provide a $1,000 college scholarship to the student-athlete named tournament MVP. You know, if you take a look at the scoring, 31-11 at the end of the half, it's almost been nip and tuck all the way through here to the second half.
Treynor's played a little bit better here in the second half, and getting the shots to fall, finding the high percentage shot, but I mean, they just dug themselves such a big hole in the first half. It's tough to climb out of.
Yeah, it's no consolation when you get down so far in the first half, and I think IKM might take a little air out of the ball with 2:50 to go here in the fourth quarter, leading 54-33.
Well, and Treynor's not coming out to get in the zone where they start that 5-second count, so they're going to hold the basketball. And we talked after the game with Coach Gene Rasmussen, and one of the things he said that I picked up on was he feels like their best game was ahead of them, and boy, was he right. I mean, they certainly have played a flawless basketball game here.
Actually, Gail Hardigan has already brought 3 or 4 players getting ready to come into the ball game.
And why not? I mean, it's 2 minutes to go in this ball game, and you got a big deficit. You might as well get some of your subs in, give them that opportunity to play in the state tournament.
Yeah, Margot Mulbauer just standing there holding the basketball, and she has really been a key here for IKM.
Yeah, she has, and all tournament long, she has been a force for IKM and throughout her career. Well, I think we may just see this standoff here. Who's going to blink first? I don't know if anybody's going to blink.
Yeah, I think Gail taking a look over at Gene Rasmussen and saying, this what you want to do is stand there. And Gail, both coaches kind of taking a look at each other and saying, is this what we're going to do for the last 2.5 minutes? 1:30 to go, and Margot Mulbauer, well, if it was football possession time, she's going to have the longest possession.
She will win the possession battle, that's for sure. And Treynor's content to stay back in that zone and not come out, and they're going to call a timeout, get some subs in. That's a nice move, and Treynor can get their subs in.
Yeah, both of them are going to bring in their substitutes into this ball game with 1:13 to go here in this fourth quarter of play, leading 54-33. Well, of course, we ask you the Coca-Cola trivia, which consolidated school in the 2006 tournament has the most combined appearances. And the answer is, there it is, AGWSR, 31 appearances.
That's impressive.
That is, well, when you think of like
Ackley,
IKM and
Geneva.
Nella and all the other schools that are in there as well. Yeah,
Right.
that is impressive. Well, the benches are coming in now for both squads, and there's minute 13 to left to still to play in this 1A championship game. And kind of a standoff between the coaches.
Yeah, it is. And you know, you'd kind of like to see them now force the action and let these kids that are getting in for this last minute 13 play a little basketball rather than stand out there and hold the ball.
Yeah, I'm with you. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Treynor comes out, but I don't know if they will or not.
Why not? Let them run a play. Let them, I mean, heck, they've practiced all season long. Go ahead and let them run
Get your name mentioned on the TV, you know.
That's right. Get your name in the book.
Treynor is going to come out and do a little defense here, so they'll have to work it in, and the ball's stolen away by Treynor. McGuire comes up, passes it off over to Courtney King, knocked it out. It'll be Treynor basketball. Another substitute coming in. Hetfield will come in now for the Treynor Cardinals with just under a minute to play in this fourth quarter of play. I think IKM was kind of on a mission to come back here and prove some things, and I think they've done it. Loose ball down the middle of the lane. Now they're playing hard.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. You don't want these kids to stand out there and hold the basketball after they've worked hard all season long. They finally get a chance to get into the state tournament. So good job, and run the play and see if somebody can score here.
Yeah, good job of the coaches to get them in. 36 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. They've worked hard, practiced hard. Future stars, both these schools who have long traditions. These will be kids that you'll see be coming to Wells Fargo Arena. Down to the side, 18 seconds to go. Yep, got a whistle, and I think a timeout here by IKM, long enough to get a player in. I don't know if they'll take the full time or not, as he wanted to get one more player into the lineup. So,
well, you got to clear the benches, get everybody in, give them an opportunity to say they played in the state tournament.
2A championship coming up after this one, of course. North Butler going up against BCIG, Battle Creek, Ida Grove. Number 3 and number 5 matching out as the top two teams to meet earlier in the week and didn't make it into the championship game in the 2A coming up after this one. And, of course, 3A and 4A tomorrow night as well. The 3A Norwalk taking on Ballard, and in the 4A, your Des Moines Roosevelt team is going to be here against Cedar Rapids, Washington.
Yeah, how about that? That was quite a game this afternoon. Des Moines Roosevelt going to the finals for the first time.
Of course, IKM, the Hawks, we mentioned earlier that they were the first game of the tournament. And now it looks like they're going to be
the first champ.
First champ of the tournament, right. Good point. What do we got? 12 seconds to go. IKM with the basketball. All the reserves in. Shot up. No good. 4 seconds. 3. Treynor second with the last heave and a haul. And the buzzer didn't go off yet, but it should, I would think. And the final score is going to be 54-33. There was 0.1 second left, and now the buzzer sounds. And it's going to be IKM Hawks, your 1A champion. A great job by Gene Rasmussen to bring this IKM team. They came in with the #1 ranking, and they certainly proved it here in this championship game.
Boy, they sure did. And as I said, he felt like their best game was in front of them, and it was. And they played their best game tonight. And they were the runner-up a year ago, and now they're the champ.
So the congratulatory handshakes at center court here between the two teams. Treynor just did not get off to a good start by any means in that first quarter or the first half, and played pretty even with them in the second half, but first half was not meant to be here in this one, and it was pretty much from the get-go all IKM. So the tough game for the Treynor Cardinals, but they got some young kids in that starting lineup. Let's get out of the public address announcer, Rick Silvestrini.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to present the 2006 Class 1A All-Tournament team. The presenter is Craig Lang, president of Iowa Farm Bureau. From IKM, Bailey Scheckinger. From Treynor, Lee Hardigan. From Charter Oak Ute, Kayla Kuhlman. From Twin River Valley, Liz Trauger. From Treynor, Tricia Trotter. And the captain of the 2006 Class 1A All-Tournament team is from IKM, Margot Mulbauer. The Good Sportsmanship Award will now be presented to the 1A school whose players, coaches, and fans have best displayed good sportsmanship. This is a $500 college scholarship to one female and one male athlete or cheerleader in any sport at that school. Scholarships are underwritten by Iowa Farm Bureau. The Class 1A winner is Southeast Webster Grand. Receiving the award, letters, and school trophy is Dr. Mike Jorgensen, Superintendent. Congratulations to Southeast Webster Grand. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present the runner-up trophy. Presenting the trophy this evening is Linda Bloom, member of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Board of Directors. Congratulations to the Treynor Cardinals on an outstanding 2006 season. And now for the championship trophy. The presenter is Al Yelly, member of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Board of Directors. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2006 Class 1A state champion, the Hawks of IKM.
Put it down right behind here.
2A championship coming up between North Butler and Battle Creek, Iowa Grove. We'll be back with the Parade of Achievement in a moment.
We're about renewable energy. We're about safety at work and in the home. We're about keeping electric rates in Iowa as low as they are today, all the way through 2010. We're also about doing everything possible to bring more comfort to the lives of our customers.
Mid-American Energy.
A Casey's pizza, you bet. Casey's handmade from scratch pizza, made fresh with all your favorite toppings loaded on. We pile on the fresh ingredients real heavy. Just call ahead. Stop by and try to resist a slice on your way home.
Hey, hon. Hi. Where's the pizza?
All month, get free cheese breadsticks with the purchase of any large pizza. Loaded up so heavy, it stays with you.
It's Casey's General Store.
The 2006 Parade of Achievement at the Iowa Girls High School State Basketball Tournament is sponsored by the Iowa Bankers Association, who look forward to working with you for a promising future, where your future is our focus. Iowa Banks. Now, here's Rick Silvestrini.
Practice started for Iowa Girls High School basketball teams in November, with district and regional play beginning in February. 32 teams were fortunate enough to earn a trip to the final Girls State Basketball Tournament in Veterans Auditorium. presenting the 2006 state basketball qualifiers. This Pride of Iowa Conference team qualified for its first ever state tournament with a thrilling 3-overtime victory over Murray in the regional final. From Central Decatur, the Cardinals and coach Curtis Booth. Our next team tied with fellow 1A qualifier IKM for the Boyer Valley Conference title and is the smallest school in this year's tournament field. From Charter Oakute, the Bobcats and coach Brian DeYoung. This tournament newcomer survived a 3-overtime victory over Highland to earn its first state tournament berth. From the Southeast Iowa Super Conference, coach Brandon Higgins and the Pioneers from Fairfield Maharishi. This team is making its third appearance and first since 1992. They entered the state tournament with a 12-game winning streak. From the Upper Iowa Conference, the Pirates from Postville and coach Darrell Schultz. This tournament newcomer won 13 of its last 14 games en route to a 20-win season. From the Twin Lakes Conference, coach Mike Jorgensen and the Southeast Webster Grand Eagles. This team reached the Class 1A semifinals after going through the regular season undefeated. Champions of the Corn Belt Conference, coach Dan Bennett and the Thunder from Twin River Valley. This Class 2A team won the North Iowa Cedar League West Division title and were unbeaten during the regular season. All 5 starters returned for the 2006-2007 season. From AGWSR, coach Bruce Dahl and the Cougars. This Class 2A semifinalist added to an already strong state tournament tradition by making its 17th state tournament appearance. From the Western Iowa Conference, coach Derek Sonderland and the Audubon Wheelers. The top-ranked team in Class 2A was unbeaten against Class 4A competition in the MAC Conference. This is the school's 6th state tournament appearance. From Davenport Assumption, coach Todd Borison and the Knights. A fixture at the state softball tournament, this team caught fire toward the end of the year, winning 10 straight games to earn its 7th state basketball tournament berth. From the Eastern Iowa Conference, coach Mark Sobers and the Solon Lady Spartans. The champions of the Eastern Iowa Conference are making their 2nd straight trip to the state basketball tournament. From Tipton, coach Jeff Corkery and the Tigers. This team won 11 of its last 12 games to earn the school's 3rd state tournament berth. From the North Iowa Cedar League East, coach Rod Sickles and the Wapsie Valley Warriors. Last year's Class 3A champions survived an injury-plagued season to reach the 3A semifinals for the 4th time in 5 seasons. From the Mississippi Valley Conference, coach Tom Lilly and the Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints. The Northeast Iowa Conference champions are returning to the state basketball tournament for the 3rd time. All 5 starters returned for the 2006-2007 season. From Decorah, the Vikings and coach Steve Angel. The runners-up in the Hawkeye 10 Conference are making their 8th trip to the state and first since 1997. From Harlan, coach Tony Viss and the Cyclones. This school made the jump from Class 3A to 2A and still managed to make its second consecutive trip to state and the 6th in school history. From Kemper Catholic, the Knights, and coach Shelley Becker. This team has translated success at the state softball tournament into basketball. The champions of the Lakes Conference, they are making their second trip to state. From Spirit Lake, the Indians, and coach B.J. Mayer. This school is making its state tournament debut. They were unbeaten champs of the Eastern Iowa Hawkeye Conference and started the season 20-0. From Williamsburg, coach Aaron Feddersen and the Raiders. This team returns to state after a 6-year absence. Competing in the tough Mississippi Valley Conference, they reached the state semifinals before bowing out. From Cedar Rapids, Jefferson, coach Larry Niemeyer and the Jayhawks. This team reached the state semifinals for the second straight season, finishing second in the Mississippi Valley Conference. They were ranked 6th in the final girls basketball rankings. From Cedar Rapids Prairie, the Hawks, and coach Steve Dozier. This team is making its 11th straight trip to the state tournament, the longest consecutive streak of any other school in the tournament. The champions of the CIML Central Conference, the Dowling Catholic Maroons, and coach John Wilkinson. It's been 71 years since this team's last trip to state. They qualified by upsetting third-ranked West Des Moines Valley in the regional final. From Johnston, coach Rich Gradeville and the Dragons. This school makes its first tournament appearance since winning the very first 5-player tournament in 1985. From the Mississippi Valley Conference, coach Mike Brandt and the Linn-Mar Lions. The champions of the Missouri River Conference, the highlight of this team's season was winning the Sacagawea tournament during the regular season. Making their second state tournament appearance, coach Kirk Walker and the Stars from Sioux City North. For the 12th year, the Iowa Bankers Association presents the Student Athlete Achievement Award, given to a student athlete at the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament that not only excels on the court, but also in the classroom and in the community. The recipient will receive a $1,000 scholarship to the college of her choice. Presenting the 2006 award are Nancy Dunkel, Vice President, Fidelity Bank and Trust, Dubuque, and Chair of the Iowa Bankers Association. And Louis Suring, Vice President, Bank Iowa, Manila. The 2006 Student Athlete Achievement Award winner ranks second in her class, a National Honor Society member, and an academic all-state selection. She is active in numerous school and community activities. Athletically, she is one of the most decorated athletes in her school's rich athletic history. She is an all-stater in softball and basketball and has earned 16 varsity letters in 4 sports. The Iowa Bankers Association is proud to present the 2006 Student Athlete Achievement Award to Margot Mulbauer from IKM. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2006 state basketball qualifiers and the Iowa Bankers Association Student Athlete Achievement Award winner.
For the last 12 years, the Iowa Bankers Association has sponsored the Parade of Achievement. They know that high school sports nurture character and integrity. Self-esteem, pride, discipline, cooperation, teamwork. On a daily basis, the bank is the central focus of a community. It defines a community. We're proud of our long relationship with the Iowa Bankers Association.
This is what I do. Growing is my business. And each year I try to do better than the year before. I try to grow stronger. That's why Bayer Crop Science has the Growing Strong Rewards program. It could help you earn more than $2 per acre when you use Bayer Crop Science crop protection products. Enroll at BayerGrowingStrong.com by May 1st. The way I see it, why just grow when you can be growing strong?
Sorry I'm late.
I didn't see you pull up.
That ball handling was sweet.
Dad, don't try to be hip.
Iowa's nationally acclaimed schools and balanced quality of life make it one of the nation's best places to raise a family. Iowa, life-changing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2A championship time.
Indeed it is. It's the Class 2A championship. North Butler takes on Battle Creek Ida Grove here at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Both of them with identical records at 27-1. And they're matching up here, of course, in the 2A championship. Just finished up in the 1A championship where IKM a winner over Treynor by the score of 54-33. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of that 1A championship.
Well, IKM going inside most of the game, and that time Shearing is a force on the inside with the rebounding side of things. They really handled the inside pressure and were able to manhandle the boards. Treynor trying to climb back into it, but IKM right back with three-pointers. Gaskell with the three-pointer, and that shot right there was right before the half. Thought might give them a little bit of a spark going into the locker room at halftime, but IKM just way too much, raining in three-pointers from all over.
And IKM came a winner, 54-33. We'll be right back after this timeout for your local station.
Well, baby, walk right in, sit right down, and baby, let your hair hang down. Well, baby, walk right in, sit right down, baby, don't you wait so long. Don't care, you get out. Woo. Walk right in, sit right down, baby, let your hair hang down. Woo.
Relax. You're at Great Clips.
Ready, set, close. Are you ready for a new home, a big remodeling project, or other loan? Set a great rate and close fast at Valley Bank. Lead with speed. Getting the loan you want should be a sprint, not a marathon. With Valley Bank's 4 locations, it's just a dash to friendly and professional customer service. When it's time for ready, set, close, see us at Valley Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Taco John's presents the best tacos in town.
This is the best taco in town.
I like them. They're really good.
The meat tastes better here.
The lettuce is crisp.
The sauce is good.
Taco shells are crisp. This plate's good.
Every order is made fresh, the way you like it.
They are the best tacos in town. These are the best tacos in town. When you get the hankering for a good taco, this is where you come.
Taco John's is awesome.
Another West Mex favorite from Taco John's.
Friday night, the Des Moines Buccaneers take on Chicago. Then on Saturday, it's the Bucs versus Green Bay.
Welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena. Getting ready for the Class 2A championship. On the sideline, Lisa Brinkmeyer with some guests.
Bank and Trust. I'm here with Nancy Dunkel with Fidelity Bank and Trust in Dubuque, and also the chair of the Iowa Bankers Association, and also with Margot Mulbauer from IKM. Thank you both for being here. The Iowa Girls Athletic Union and the Iowa Bankers Association have had a long tradition together. Why is it important for you to sponsor the Parade of Achievement?
The Iowa Bankers Association has been very proud to support the Parade of Champions for almost 20 years now. It's a sign that Iowa banks have a long commitment to the future of the state of Iowa.
Very good. In addition to this scholarship, what role do bankers play in this tourney and others?
Well, the Iowa Bankers Association has given the scholarship tonight and to one great leader, but there are many other leaders throughout the state, and banks throughout the state give other scholarships based on academics and leadership skills and athletic skills as well.
Well, what programs across the state are involved in regarding the youth? Because obviously youth are the lifeline for Iowa.
Well, scholarships are the major, most visible thing that Iowa banks give to the youth in Iowa. But in addition to that, they're also very involved in financial literacy. We know that when a young person knows money well, that as they're young, when they grow up, they'll be financially responsible individuals. And so we look to teach young people financial literacy because it's good for the consumers, it's good for banks, and it's good for the great state of Iowa.
That's right. You're never too young to start learning. Thank you, Nancy. Now over here to Margot. You've had quite a night, Margot, winning the state championship, winning the scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you. It feels really good. We've worked really hard for this, and now it feels great to have it all in 1 week.
That's right. What's it feel like to play in Wells Fargo Arena?
It's been an overall great experience. It's been a lot of fun because last year we were able to play at the Veterans Auditorium, and now this year we got to play in Wells Fargo. I wish I had one more year to play here.
What about the opening you had tonight with Lee Greenwood? What did you girls think about that?
Well, actually, his first song was one of our favorites, and we all knew the words, so we were singing along with him.
And what are your plans for next year?
I just decided this week that I'm going to attend Una Vista University in Storm Lake and major in accounting.
Well, that's fantastic. And now I'm sure you're ready to get back to your teammates because we pulled you away and had to award you a scholarship, award you captain of the all-tournament team. Sorry for all the accolades, Margot, but we do appreciate it. Thank you both very much. Nancy, thank you very much for your time and everything you've given back to the youth and to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We appreciate that very much.
You're welcome.
That's it right here. Mick, back to you.
Thank you, Lisa Brinkmeyer. Getting ready for the 2A championship here, the second game of the championship night. As you take a look, North Butler at 27-1, take on Battle of Craycott Grove at 27-1. And certainly going to be a battle of style. Should be a good one. We'll be right back right after this.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
There's a whole new side to the dairy you love. Clinical studies show milk, cheese, and yogurt actually help the body burn more fat when you make 3 servings a day part of your weight loss plan. So, when you're cutting calories, make it 3 servings of dairy every day.
1, 2, 3.
Like what you see? Learn more at 3aday.org.
No curb appeal. Hate the color.
Oh, honey, this is it.
What you got there is an infestation.
A lot of life happens in your car. Conoco and Phillips 66 quality Pro Clean gasolines help clean your engine as you drive.
The paint wasn't so bad.
So you can focus on more important things. Conoco and Phillips 66. Life happens between empty and full.
We're back here at Wells Fargo Arena between the Class 1A and Class 2A state championship. Courtside, waiting for the exciting action of Class 2A to start. Lisa Brinkmeyer here with Craig Lang, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. We've had a long tradition, short tradition so far. We're in our second year, but it seems like it's been a great one. Why is it important for Iowa Farm Bureau to be the sole title sponsor for the Girls Athletic Union?
Well, the most important reason is this is what our members want us to do. Our members want us to be involved with the young people in Iowa, not only the girls and boys, but all the young activities that go on across this state. And what better way to showcase Iowa's best and their youth in the state of Iowa with the Girls Union and all the activities going on here this week in Des Moines.
Is it true your support goes beyond the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union?
Oh, absolutely. We support teachers. We support graduates of high school to go on to college. Last year we supported with more than $300,000 and 300 scholarships to our students across the state, so they'll go on to higher education. We support the teachers in the classroom. We give tens of thousands of dollars so teachers can work with the students. We just think this is the best in Iowa because we know with stronger schools, stronger communities, we have a stronger Iowa, and that's what we want for the state. And we think there's no better way to show the good things in Iowa than to have Iowans watch a ball game like tonight.
So true. Now, all the state qualifiers are getting the Iowa Farm Bureau Championship signature basketball. And there's quite a bit of hubbub about it. Can you explain to us a little bit more about it?
Well, the basketball is our way of giving the student athlete some memorabilia in such a way that they can take that basketball, have all the students sign it, all the players sign it, the coaches, and say it may not be as important today, but 20 years from now or 30 years from now, they'll go back and they'll look at that basketball and they'll relive the tournament here in Des Moines, and they'll know that teamwork is part of the success and being a citizen later in life, and we think the basketball is a great way to do that.
Not only do they have the memories from the tournament, but they get a memento as well. And I know that we got a lot of feedback from the teams that the Farm Bureau reps actually in the areas presented the balls at the pep rallies before they came to state. So most of the girls had the balls in their hands before they came down here.
Oh, that's right, because it's our county Farm Bureau presidents, it's the Farm Bureau agents across the state that get active in this, and they love going back to the high schools and be part of that in their home community and presenting those basketballs to the students.
Well, it sounds like the Iowa Farm Bureau has their finger in just about everything, which is wonderful for the youth and for everybody else in Iowa. Thank you very much for your time, Craig Lang. And we'll be back after this.
The 2006 Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament Championship Games telecast are brought to you by Iowa Bankers Association. For your future is our focus, Iowa Banks. By your local dairy farmer. Have you had your 3 a day today? Brought to you by Casey's General Stores, where right now you can get free cheese breadsticks with the purchase of any large made-from-scratch pizza. Not valid with any other offer. By Liberty Herbicide from Bayer Crop Science. If you planted a Liberty Link hybrid, remember to follow with Liberty Herbicide and make the most of every acre. And by Iowa, life-changing, one of the healthiest and safest places to raise a family. Back at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, getting ready for the 2A now championship. 1A is already complete. IKM winner. 2A championship between North Butler and Battle Creek Ida Grove. I'm Mick Trill, along with Laura Leonard, former Drake basketball star Roosevelt. Your Roosevelt Rough Riders will be here tomorrow night, but tonight it's going to be tonight it's the 2A. North Butler Bearcats and the Battle Creek Ida Grove Falcons. You said earlier, a little bit different style of play between these two teams. What do you mean?
Well, BCIG really wants to run, and they want to push the tempo, and they don't feel like if they get into a half-court game with North Butler that they're going to win. So they really want to, kind of what we saw in the last game, get the rebound, get out, and push the tempo if they can.
Take a look at these two teams. They're ranked number 3 and number 5. Weren't the top-rated team coming in. They've knocked those teams off. They've continued to battle through this tournament, and they're in this championship game. I think it's going to be a good game.
I think it's going to be a very good game. And both these teams like to play a little defense, too. And as everybody knows, defense wins championships, and both of these teams will do that. But I think you're going to see people that they're going to try to push the ball down the floor.
Well, it should be a good one. It's the 2A championship coming up here between North Butler Bearcats and the Battle Creek Ida Grove Falcons. Should be a good one. Back with this right after this.
My name's Mike Rollins, and I take Taekwondo with my 2 very active kids. Whenever my kids get hungry and want a snack, I always offer fresh fruit. They love fruit so much that I often find myself saying, hey, save some for Dad. It's a treat because I only bring home the best. I'm a produce manager for Hy-Vee. At Hy-Vee, we partner with providers like Driscoll, DeMilt, Ripe and Ready, and more to give our customers the highest quality produce selection. It's what I want for my family and for yours.
Lots of people said I'd never get away with just one pass. Then again, they've never seen a pre-emerge herbicide like this.
It's not just a one pass. It's a security system. Radius, a weed-free zone. Talk to your dealer about Radius, part of the Growing Strong Rewards program.
Brian Gordon is helping protect his loved ones, all thanks to one heroic act. He went shopping. Making an emergency kit is crucial in the event of bioterrorism or other public health emergencies. Be a hero. Learn how to make an emergency kit. Log on to protectiowahealth.org or call 866-339-7906 for a free guidebook.
Well, as you take a look around Wells Fargo Arena, the red shirts have left, the green shirts have left. Now we're in with the gold and the black as the fans for the next two teams come in. North Butler and Battle Creek Ida Grove for this 2A championship game. North Butler, a team that had to defeat AGWSR in the semifinals to advance. And you take a look at who some of the key players are going to be in this game. Certainly you got to take a look at Bolte and also Uhlenhoff. So a couple of keys.
Yeah, both players very good. Definitely the leaders of their team. Indy Uhlenhoff coming off of an ACL, and I know we'll talk a little bit more about that. Had an ACL injury over the summer and has come back in fine form.
Indeed they will, as we take a look here, of course, and they really have a very talented top five to start for both squads in this 2A championship game. So both come in with identical records of 27-1. So no advantage there, so certainly both of them are very well coached as well.
Very well coached, and you talked a little bit about Kelsey Bolte. She's got a nice build and a nice game, and is a player that they're going to have to try to shut down.
Starting lineups for this 2A championship game are brought to you by your Iowa Dairy Farmer. If you had your 3-a-day today, now here's Rick Silva screening.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the teams in tonight's Class 2A championship. First, the non-starters for the North Butler Bearcats. Number 13, Mindy Brace. Number 15, Sarah Mao. Number 21, Chelsea Jacobs. Number 25, Tori Hendricks. Number 35, Chelsea Ulfers. Number 41, Jenna Rinken. Number 43, Cassie Hutzel. Number 51, Kristen O'Brien. Number 53, Heather Rose. And number 55, Casey Alentz. Assistant coaches for the Bearcats, Beth Endelman and Richard Clipperton. Now let's meet the non-starters for the Battle Creek Ida Grove Falcons. Number 10, Melinda Boysen. Number 12, Marissa Hare. Number 14, Heidi Evans. Number 24, Allie Irwin. Number 40, Rebecca Chameau. Number 42, Katie Hummelgard. Number 44, Barb Rolk. Number 50, Caitlin Endrulat. Number 52, Cheryl Hummelgard. And number 54, Hannah Redenius. Assistant coach for the Falcons, Lindsay Stuhlman. Now let's meet the starting lineups. For the Bearcats, number 11, Indy Uhlenhoff. For the Falcons, number 20, Danny Miller. For the Bearcats, number 23, Kelsey Delp. For the Falcons, number 22, Shelby Schmidt. For the Bearcats, number 31, Jessica Johnson. For the Falcons, number 30, Kelsey Bolte. For the Bearcats, number 33, Katie Hoyer. For the Falcons, number 32, Gabby Miller. For the Bearcats, number 45, Erin Brocay. And for the Falcons, number 34, Crystal Schernbeck. Assistant head coach for the Bearcats, Kevin Clipperton. Head coach for the Falcons, Patrick Miller. The floor officials for tonight's game are Randy Bloom and Dan Rourke. The bench official is Carrie Hargis.
Just a moment. The 2006 Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament Championship games telecast are brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle, and proud to sponsor the Iowa High School Girls Basketball Championships. By Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. By Radius Herbicide. Get the ultimate in protection with new Radius Herbicide from Bayer Crop Science. Radius, a weed-free zone. Be a hero. Learn how to make an emergency supply kit and a family communication plan by logging on to www.protectiowahealth.org. And by Mid-American Energy. Mid-American Energy encourages everyone to play it safe around natural gas and electricity. Mid-American Energy. Here's Mr. Craig Lang, Iowa Farm Bureau President.
The girls' tournament is a great event. It reflects many of the values of farmers and all Iowans: hard work, dedication, and teamwork. That's why the Iowa Farm Bureau is now the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls Union. We believe in these values, and we want to support our young people and their communities. We're just thrilled to provide students with awards, recognition programs, grants, and scholarships. We're proud of our partnership with the Girls Union, and together we can build stronger schools, stronger communities, and a stronger Iowa.
Underway here, this 2A championship, first quarter of play. Battle Creek Ida Grove against North Butler. We might mention right off the outset, as you saw the introductions, especially for Battle Creek, the players that came out to the center circle, kissing their hand and then putting it down to the floor. Laura?
Yeah, one of the things that they had a team statistician, Ron Peterson, passed away in December. He was their statistician for over 30 years. That's their tribute to him. They kiss the center floor, and they also have a little teddy bear that travels with them. It's sitting on the end of the bench. I think it's a great tribute.
Loose ball here as they bring it up court quickly. And the Falcons will set it up. Down inside of the lane, shot up and good. Nice shot. Number 32, Gabby Miller draws first blood for the first point of the ball game.
Gabby Miller, a versatile player for BCIG. She's 5'6", she'll play inside, but she can also shoot it from outside, from three-point range. That time you saw her slash to the basket.
Here's North Butler. I'm going to have a foul right off the bat here. Just underway, first quarter of play. Let's take a look. Here at the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield of Iowa. Keys to the game, what do you think, Laura?
Well, North Butler has to be patient on offense. That's what they want to do, in contrast to BCIG wanting to run. They also need to contain Bolte. She's been their leading scorer. If they can hold her in check, they'll win this ball game.
Bearcats working around the outside. Stop, shoot inside of the lane. It's partially blocked from behind and ripped out of there by Bolte. Bolte will be a force in this game, inside and out. Down to the baseline. Drives in, a little bit of a squeeze play, no good. Rebound, North Butler. Here come the Bearcats quickly down 4. Down to Uhlenhoff. Inside of the lane, there's going to be a great matchup right there. Brocay and will match up well with Bolte. It'll be interesting to see those two.
That is going to be a good matchup. We'll have to keep our eye on that one all evening long, and dribble penetration, and that's what you have to do. Take it right at the defense.
Top of the key. Schmidt will set things up here now for the Battle Creek Outer Grove Falcons. Shot from the outside. No. Good block out by the Bearcats. Little full court pressure. 4-on-3 coming up. And the ball not going to try. Not going to have a foul. Let's take a look at your keys here for Battle Creek in this 2A championship game. Brought to you by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they are?
Well, rebounding, and we saw what a big factor that was in the last game, controlling the battle of the boards, and when you can control the battle of the boards, you can control the tempo, and that's the second key. They want to get out and run, but so far it looks like North Butler is going to run with them.
Bearcats throw it clear inside of the top of the key. Wow. Way out front, Hoyer. Boy, they're looking at that three, aren't they? Dive in, shot won't go, rebound, foul on the rebound. Did you see how high Bolte got up in the air? She skied up there. Let's take a look at how these teams got here. First up on the road to state will be North Butler, I believe. Here in a moment. There it is, first round over Tipton pretty easily, and then kind of a close one with AGWSR, very good team. 47-40, Laura.
Yeah, that was a good game, that second round game with AGWSR. That was close most of the game, and then they finally put it away down the stretch.
North Butler Bearcats, top of the key. They're pretty content shooting up from the outside, but that's going to be an air ball by Broquet. I don't know if she just didn't square up or what. Timeout of the floor. 5:12 to go in the first period. We're all tied up at 2-2. More coming up in a moment.
We're about renewable energy. We're about safety at work and in the home. We're about keeping electric rates in Iowa as low as they are today, all the way through 2010. We're also about doing everything possible to bring more comfort to the lives of our customers.
Mid-American Energy.
This is what I do. Growing is my business. And each year I try to do better than the year before. I try to grow stronger.
That's why Bayer Crop Science has the Growing Strong Rewards program. It could help you earn more than $2 per acre when you use Bayer Crop Science crop protection products. Enroll at BayerGrowingStrong.com by May 1st.
The way I see it, why just grow when you can be growing strong?
Menards has everything you need for your home. Save big on quality Pittsburgh Ultra paint. Choose from interior flat, eggshell, satin, or semi-gloss. Buy one, get one free with instant coupon. Brighten up your rooms with mix and match table lamps and shades from Hunter. We have hundreds of decorating possibilities, all on sale, 22% off. Plus, there's no interest or payments till 2007 with your Menards Big Card.
Save big money at Menards.
Hearing it? Switcher froze up again. So just keep going with the game.
5:12 to go in the first. It's 2-2, all tied up here in this 2A championship game. As we take a look here, Battle Creek, Ida Grove, Falcons with the basketball. I'll tell you what, the Bearcats really coming out after them. Down the middle of the lane, little scoop shot up and good. Up and good. Kelsey Bolte, the 6'1 junior, averaged 24 points in this tournament, and she puts BCIG up 4-2 with 4:46 to go in the first quarter. Here's the Bearcats from North Butler. They're going to try and work to the right side. Over to Hoyer. Well, look at the pressure out there by the Falcons. Bearcats, nice pass inside of the lane. Up and good. Two teams really playing well, Laura.
Jessica Johnson did a great job of sealing the defender off, calling for the basketball, got a good pass and an easy look at the hoop.
Here's the Falcons out front. Dangerous Bolte. She can shoot out, shoot in, rebound. So dive down to the baseline. Stop, shoots, good. Touch. Boy, so good at touch.
And she can do a little bit of everything. Dribble penetration, as you said, shoot the three. That time, pulled up and shot the jumper. She's got great control, knows what the defense is going to do, and knows how to read it.
North Butler drives down the middle of the lane. Spin around, turn up, won't go. Rebound Bolte out of there. She's at both ends.
Yeah, she is, and she had 18 rebounds in the first game, and so like the first game, we saw somebody on the boards dramatically change the complex of the game, that might happen here again.
6-4, BCIG on top by 2. Boldy takes a look, stops, jumps, shoots, good! 8-4 ball game as Battle Creek out of Grove goes up by 4 now with 3:27 to go in the first quarter.
Boldy with 6 of BCIG's 8 points.
Across the half-court line, teams matching up down to the inside, up and good. Good play pass to Jessica Johnson. Gets it up for 2. We've got a 2-point game.
They're doing a good job of finding Johnson on the inside, doing a good job of posting up.
Falcons working on the perimeter, looks for Boldy. They really come out, put some pressure.
Well, they're going to make them put it on the floor and try to create some things.
Ball knocked away to Schmidt. She'll pick it back up.
They're really trying to figure out this defense right now, taking their time.
Ball knocked away, picked back up. Looking at 3, nope, inside of the lane, scoop shot, won't go. Rebound, Bearcats. You know, really, North Butler both teams doing a good job of the boards, keeping them to 1 shot per try.
Yeah, they really are, and I think both teams doing a good job of playing defense. And then on the other side of it, both teams doing a good job of being patient on the offensive side, waiting for something to open up.
Down the right side of the lot, we're going to have a foul. Did the shot go down?
Yeah.
The shot is going to count. Boldy, not a wise decision to swat at the basketball, and that is going to be a foul. Timeout. We're going to bring players in here. Timeout of the floor with 2:13 to go. It's 8-8. We're all tied up.
For the last 12 years, the Iowa Bankers Association has sponsored the Parade of Achievement. They know that high school sports nurture character and integrity. Self-esteem, pride, discipline, cooperation, teamwork. On a daily basis, the bank is the central focus of a community. It defines a community. We're proud of our long relationship with the Iowa Bankers Association.
If you're planting hybrids with Herculex One insect protection, make sure you extract every ounce of performance with the best weed control. Because all hybrids with Herculex One carry the Liberty Link trait, giving you the opportunity to use Liberty herbicide to control over 120 broadleaf weeds and grasses with unsurpassed crop safety. Talk to your retailer about Liberty, part of the Growing Strong Rewards program.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
There's a whole new side to the dairy you love. Clinical studies show milk, cheese, and yogurt actually help the body burn more fat when you make 3 servings a day part of your weight loss plan. So, when you're cutting calories, make it 3 servings of dairy every day.
1, 2, 3.
Like what you see? Learn more at 3aday.org.
In Class 3A, the 2005 Iowa Farm Bureau Good Sportsmanship Award, a $500 college scholarship, went to student-athletes Megan Johnson and Nate Jansen at MOC Floyd Valley, the 3A award-winning school. Back at Wells Fargo Arena, we're tied at 8-8 with 2:13 to play here in the first period of play. I thought it'd be closer.
Well, I'll tell you how close it is. Both teams 4 of 8 from the floor, and both teams have 4 rebounds.
Well,
that's how close it is.
Okay with the free throw up and good. Here comes the Falcons, Battle Creek Ida Grove. By the way, we did ask them beforehand. They were sitting behind us. How do you want to be announced? Battle Creek, Ida Grove. They elected with Battle Creek, Ida Grove, or BCIG to make everybody happy.
BCIG makes everyone happy, and it's easier for us to say.
That's right. Said amen. Shot no good. Backside rebound. Somebody was a swatting.
Gabby Miller, I think.
In Class 2A, the 2005 Iowa Farm Bureau Good Sportsmanship Award, a $500 college scholarship, went to student-athletes Melissa Majewski and Dana Eimers at North Butler, the 2A award-winning school. Back to play here, up court to the Bearcats. Cross court. You know, you just get the feeling watching the first quarter here. I know it's still early, but these teams just kind of match up well together. You know, they just really do.
Size-wise, I think athletically they match up. I think they kind of have the same game plan, try to get it inside or get the ball out to maybe like Indy Uhlenhop, let her drive like BCIG is getting the ball to Bolte and letting her create.
Both well coached. You can see that certainly by the blocking out of the and the rebounds. You know, not like we didn't have two great coaches in the first game. It just didn't materialize, of course, for Treynor in that one when they lost to IKM. Nice pass inside, up and good. Boy, nice give inside there.
Yeah, Katie Hummelgard did a good job of getting behind the defense and a good lead pass from the outside.
Only a sophomore. Baseball pass down 4, but they'll hold it up.
One of the kids we did talk about was Indy Uhlenhop, and she really hasn't touched the basketballs when they've been on offense, and I think they need to get her the ball and see if she can create some things.
You know, she had that collision the other day and had a headache where she ended up playing the rest of the game, and boy, she really went down hard. Ball stolen away. Haven't seen many turnovers.
No, not a ton of turnovers. It's been pretty well played, and as we said, both teams shooting it pretty well from the floor. They're trying to run that high-low if they can, trying to get an easy shot on the inside.
Let's take a look at Battle Creek's road to state. Now, if you take a look at them, they had to oust Audubon, who ousted the #1 team.
Yeah, Audubon with the surprise win over Davenport Assumption in that first round, and they played pretty tough in that second round, but BCIG was able to overcome and climb into the championship game.
23 seconds to go in the first quarter. 10-9, BCIG on top over North Butler. Butler having problems finally getting across. Alley-oop pass over the top, and that must have been a misread. Nobody there.
Well, both teams trying to work that high-low, and you can see here early in this first quarter, they want to establish that inside game, and so far it's been there, but we see those high lob passes going inside.
8 seconds, 6 seconds to go. See the time left here in the first quarter. 2 seconds, they're going to get a shot off, no good, and that's the end of the first quarter of this 2A championship game. Well, we're headed to the second quarter. The score, BCIG 10, North Butler 9. It's been a good one so far in this 2A. Back in a moment.
To some, this is just a ball. To Iowa Farm Bureau, it's much more. It's opportunity for small-town kids to make it big. It's our youth, our community leaders, our past, our future. It's hopes and dreams, passion and pride. To Iowa Farm Bureau, this is the reason we work so hard. This is Iowa. Iowa Farm Bureau. People, progress, and pride.
My name is Carolyn Lamorne. I work nights so that I can spend time with my 4 kids. I'm the go-to mom with all the answers, the caretaker for the entire family. My 83-year-old grandma even calls me when she has questions about her health. That makes sense, though. I'm a pharmacist with Hy-Vee. At the Hy-Vee Pharmacy, I give each of my customers the personal treatment I'd give to my own family, answering questions and explaining medications in detail. I'm here to take care of people.
Lots of people said I'd never get away with just one pass. Then again, they've never seen a pre-emerge herbicide like this.
It's not just a one-pass. It's a security system. Radius, a weed-free zone. Talk to your dealer about Radius, part of the Growing Strong Rewards program.
Back at Wells Fargo Arena, Victoria Laura Leonard, second quarter play getting underway. Battle Creek Ida Grove on top here, 10-9 over North Butler.
Well, a pretty good first quarter for both teams, shooting it very well. North Butler 50% from the floor, BCIG 45% from the floor.
You know, if you just take a second, I know a lot of times you watch the offense, but watch the defense, how well they play, switching, and of course there's the steal. But both teams not only play good offense, but good defense as well.
Yeah, quick feet and helping one another out, talking, and that's one of the key things on defense. You have to talk to one another and let each other know what's going on the floor.
Boy, they are coming out after them, aren't they?
They really are.
BCIG is way out in their face. Down the middle of the lane, shoots it up. Bucket's going to count. Indy Uhlenhop is going to go to the free throw line, count the bucket, and a foul.
Well, and that's what you do when a defense comes out on you, it gets in your face, you put the ball on the floor, take it right down the middle, look for that contact, and Uhlenhop strong enough to get it up over the rim.
Uhlenhop will go to the free throw line.
They really spread the floor that time and looked for the opening, allowed Uhlenhop to get that dribble penetration.
Injured the knee, of course, and in softball wasn't with them when they got beat earlier in the year.
Yeah, got beat by AGWSR, and then they came back to beat them in the semifinal game here in this tournament, but had the ACL injury during the softball season, got back right about Christmas time.
Falcons will leave out front here. And again, that defensive pressure put on by the Bearcats.
Yeah, they're really coming out, and one of the other things that you can do when you get that defensive pressure, start looking back door, and they're pushing them out that far. I think BCIG can start looking for those backdoor cuts.
Danny Miller back into the lineup, number 20 for BCIG, and Patrick Miller, ranked number 5 coming out of the tournament, number 3 for North Butler Bearcats coming in. Good battle going on down low. Shot no good. Rebound fought for. Boy, they are really drawing blood down there on the low post.
That's a great matchup. Jessica Johnson on the inside, really working hard. I think it's against Hummelgard that time, and that's quite a battle we're going to have to keep our eyes on.
Into Boldy. She's been kind of quiet here the last couple of 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, she started out pretty hot, knocked down 3 quick shots, and then has been quieted since then. 6
points to her credit, as you mentioned. Trying to get her the ball. Get a screen, couldn't do it.
Well, she hit a big shot in that first game.
Gotta walk. Took a little step in by Shelby Schmidt.
Bolte hit that game-winning shot in that first game. They were on the ropes, and she was able to hit a buzzer beater to propel them into the semifinal game. They beat Wapsie Valley 59-57 on a baseline jumper.
Take a shot there of Kevin Clipperton on the far side, the head coach there of North Butler, as the Bearcats bring it down offensively.
Right now, North Butler on an 8-2 run over the last 4 minutes.
Shot won't go. Falcons off of the rebound. Up court quickly. Schmidt brings him up and sets it up. Boldy will try her left. Back of the iron, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Falcons keeping them to 1 shot per try. Or Bearcats, I'm sorry.
Well, they really are, and a good shot. They got Bolte in rhythm, and she was able to catch and shoot just a little too strong, and North Butler crashes the boards.
See how far the Falcons going out defensively. They draw a crowd inside of the lane. Bolte off of the rebound. Pushing it all the way to the half-court line.
You know, both teams are really doing it. They're really spreading the floor. They're really making these offenses work.
5:21 to go, first half. It's 12-10 in favor of North Butler. Switching the offense a little bit.
Trying to get set up, see if they can get something moving, some kind of motion to get somebody open.
And the ball knocked it out of bounds and lost it out of bounds. Timeout of the floor with 5:04 to go in the half. We've got a good one. And North Butler leading 12-10. Back with more in a moment.
Honey, I think I found the problem.
Want an easy way to keep your engine clean? Use Conoco and Phillips 66 Quality Pro Clean gasolines. They meet the tough top-tier standard developed by BMW, Honda, GM, and Toyota to help keep your engine running its best. Conoco and Phillips 66. Life happens between empty and full.
Alicia Collins is helping protect her loved ones, all thanks to one heroic act. She got them together to talk. Making a communication plan is crucial in the event of bioterrorism or other public health emergencies. Be a hero. Learn how to make a communication plan. Log on to protectiowahealth.org or call 866-339-7906 for a free guidebook.
All right, we can go with this.
Back at Wells Fargo Arena, Mick Treynor, Laura Leonard, and a good first half of play in this 2A championship game.
Well, it really has been very well played. You can see here the stats looking North Butler shooting it very well, 46%. BCIG's cooled off a little bit. They have not scored since the 112 mark of the first quarter. Rebounds even and turnovers even, just about like we expected.
That key stat brought to you by Iowa Farm Bureau. Well, we expected a close one. We have one. 12-10. Good game here in this 2A championship. Two well-played, well-coached teams out here tonight.
You know, we thought that 1A game was going to be kind of a defensive type of game. I'd say this one right now is looking like it's going to be more of a defensive battle.
Three-pointer. Oh, got it to go down. Kelsey Delp gets the second roll to go down and makes it good. 15-10 North Butler. Sometimes you got to have the touch.
She had the shooter's touch that time. It just rolled up over the rim and fell right back through the hoop. That was a big shot.
I think Kelsey Boldy liked to return the favor down here at the other end.
And they're posting her up now instead of bringing her out on the perimeter. They're trying to get her down low.
I think they'll pop her out. Hawkins across the way. Whoops, bad pass. I don't know if anybody touched it or not. I don't think so, and it's going to be over and back. One of the few turnovers we've really seen here in this first half. I mean, we have not seen many turnovers. What's this last three-pointer here by North Butler?
Look at this shooter's touch.
Yep.
Touches every part of the rim and pops right up, right back through.
Here come the Bearcats. Boy, look at the defense. Clear out to the half-court line.
Well, and North Butler doing a good job. Once they get out on them, they're putting the ball on the floor and trying to penetrate, trying to be the aggressor.
Well, there's a shot by Indy Uhlenhoff. We haven't seen much, as you mentioned, from her here in the first half. She gets open and gets the shot. Can't get it to go down. 15-10 ball game. Here comes BCIG.
Looks like they're trying to overload a side, really working that left side of the floor.
Bounce pass inside to Boldy, didn't get there. Good defense by Uhlenhoff. She'll bring it up court quickly. 4-on-2, Uhlenhoff right side of the lane, shot, good!
That's one of those as a coach, you kind of look up and go, who's stopping the basketball? Somebody's got to get up there and stop the basketball, but she kept her head up and kept driving towards the hoop and took it all the way to the rim. 5
points for her, and it's a 17-10 ball game, North Butler. BCIG still looking for Boldy to kind of take command here. She was wanting to, too, wasn't she?
Yeah, she had a nice crossover dribble, and there again, the quick feed in North Butler really shuts things down.
Haven't heard anything from Schoenbeck either for a while. Pass inside, knocked it out by Uhlenhoff. Timeout on the floor, 2:48 to play in the half. It's 17-10 in favor of North Butler. But we've got a good one going here in this 2A. Back in a moment.
When you become a member of Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, you aren't just given a number. You're given a combination of numbers that unlocks the door to more doctors and hospitals across the country and the world. You're given a choice of plans to help you take charge of your health. And you're given the peace of mind that lets you focus on what really matters. When it comes to health insurance, you're given a number of reasons to believe there's a difference. The difference is blue.
Back at Wells Fargo Arena, Mick Treynor, Laura Leonard, as you take a look at a tired, somewhat Shelby Schmidt across the way. Well, I'll tell you, it's been a fast-paced kind of a ball game, both offensively and defensively.
I can see why she's worn out over there on the bench. Both teams working very hard on both ends of the floor.
Not bad shooting, really.
No, North Butler has really turned it up 50%, and BCIG has cooled down a little bit. North Butler is on a 13-2 run over the last 7:54.
Falcons will throw it in underneath there, gets it out. See if they try and get it in the hands of Kelsey Boldy, and they do. You know, in the first couple of games, she was able to do more penetration inside of the lane. There you can see the defense kind of wrapping her up. I don't know if they're closing in quicker, but she was able to get inside of the lane and get some shots off.
Well, I think what they're doing is if she makes that crossover dribble, and Broquet has the defense here, makes the crossover dribble, and then they're digging off. They're dropping off their defender and helping out.
Long baseball pass to half court. Here come the Bearcats. And a foul out of midcourt. Yeah, that 2 on Boldy.
That's going to be 2 on Bolte, and trying to reach in and pick a pocket and go the other way. And
now what do you do, Coach? 2:30 to go in the half.
Well, you know what? I think at this point, you let her go a little bit, and then maybe you get her out so she doesn't pick up that third right before halftime.
Pass down to the baseline. Nope. Good ball movement for the Bearcats. Ball knocked away, and they'll be given back to North Butler.
They're really still trying to work the inside, even though they've knocked down some shots from the outside. It looks like they really would want to go inside and establish that game.
Shot inside of the lane, won't go. Here come the Falcons. 17-10, North Butler leading. Ooh, might have got away with the walk. Pass down to the corner, open shot, good. Nice shot, knocking it down, found the open girl, Katie Hummelgard, and she knocks it down for 2, makes it a 5-point game.
Good read by Bolte, and tried to dribble penetrate again, and defense collapsed down around her. Hummelgard wide open.
Nice bounce pass, but she didn't come up with a handle on it. Now in trouble, kicks it out, free throw line shot, high arching shot by Howard. It won't go, and here come the Falcons.
Bolte doing a good job on the defensive boards. We'll have to check and see how many she has so far.
BCIG with a chance to close this gap with 17-12 before half at the minute 23. Bolte taking it to the hoop. What she's been wanting to do, can't do it. Good rebound, Bearcat.
Finally got loose along the baseline and couldn't convert it.
Quickly down court, 3-point shot. High archer could bring rain. Brings it down. Whoa! Tori Hendricks knocking it down from way out.
Now, that's the kid that her coach told her to quit thinking about her shot and just shoot it, and that time she just shot it and went through.
That's her first bucket of the ball game, by the way. Bolte at the other end. Watch this. Go a kick out. That is a long 3-pointer. Man, that took a long time to get there.
You can even see the ball in the picture. That thing was way up there.
It's a different zip code. Now it's going to be Falcon basketball underneath their own bucket here. 20-12, North Butler. Open shot, they'll take it. No, airball, no good. Butler off of the rebound, and that's going to be the third. You could just, a little frustration, Kelsey Boldy, and she's going to pick up her third foul. And, you know, 45 seconds to go in the half. You kind of rely on the players, don't foul, but they just...
Well, they're aggressive and they're playing basketball. They don't think about that until after the fact. And you're right. I mean, maybe at the 2:30 mark, should he have gotten her out of there? I don't know. I would have let her go another minute or so and then gotten her out right about that 1 minute mark.
Right before she did it.
Right before. I would have had her out right before she did it.
Which is why you're
I'm over here.
Aaron, okay, free throw, good. Averaging 12 points in the tournament, 2 for 4 from 3-point lane. There you can see kind of a halfway smile on the far side by Bolte.
I have to say, Aaron Broquet has done a great job on containing Bolte.
Offensive rebound won't go. Gets it back again. Uhlenhop taking it to the hoop. And into Uhlenhop gets the bucket. Only a sophomore, by the way.
How about Indy Uhlenhop putting the shot up, going to the other end, getting ready to play defense. That ball comes right back to her and she goes strong to the hoop.
5 points for Uhlenhop, 25 seconds. Nice pass. Nice shot inside of the lane by Danny Miller. 20 seconds to play in the half. 23-14. in favor of North Butler, and North Butler was wide open. Hewlin hop shot, good. Pass from Aaron Brocay for the assist. 5 seconds to go. 11-point game. Here come the Falcons. Shot from 3. No, that's the end of the first half. So 2 quarters of play in this 2A championship game are in the books. What a fast and furious last part of the first half as the teams go to the locker room. And watch this great pass down to Uhlenhoff. And the score. It's 25-14. North Butler on top. Back in a moment.
We're about renewable energy. We're about safety at work and in the home. We're about keeping electric rates in Iowa as low as they are today, all the way through 2010. We're also about doing everything possible to bring more comfort to the lives of our customers.
Mid-American Energy.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
There's a whole new side to the dairy you love. Clinical studies show milk, cheese, and yogurt actually help the body burn more fat when you make 3 servings a day part of your weight loss plan. So, when you're cutting calories, make it 3 servings of dairy every day.
1, 2, 3.
Like what you see? Learn more at 3aday.org.
This Menards memorable moment is from the final exciting Class 2A title game at Veterans Memorial Auditorium. As you can see, Tri-Center and Grundy Center in the final minute of play at the barn at Veterans Auditorium, and it was a good one. We are at halftime of this 2A state championship game. North Butler's built an 11-point game at 25-14, but it has been a good one so far.
Well, it really has been, and North Butler has really come on strong in the latter half of the half and outscored BCIG 8-2 in the last minute of that quarter.
Let's go down to the public address and Rick Silvestrini.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Lewis Central Co-Ed Dance Team under the direction of Deb Stevenson and Lindsay Stevenson. They will now perform a co-ed routine to a 1940s medley of Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy and Sing Sing Sing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lewis Central Co-Ed Dance Team.
Trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. He really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand. Because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a toot, a toot, a toot.
and gentlemen, the Lewis Central Co-Ed Dance Team.
We'll be right back after this timeout for your local station.
Walk right in, sit right down. Baby, let your hair hang down. Walk right in, sit right down. Baby, don't you wait so long. Walk right in, sit right down. Baby, let your hair hang down. Relax, you're at Great Clips.
Ready, set, close. Are you ready for a new home, a big remodeling project, or other loan? Set a great rate and close fast at Valley Bank. Lead with speed. Getting the loan you want should be a sprint, not a marathon. With Valley Bank's 4 locations, it's just a dash to friendly and professional customer service. When it's time for ready, set, close, see us at Valley Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Taco John's presents the best tacos in town.
This is the best taco in town.
I like them. They're really good.
The meat tastes better here. The lettuce is crisp.
The sauce is good.
Taco shells are crisp. This plate's good.
Every order is made fresh, the way you like it.
They are the best tacos in town. These are the best tacos in town. When you get the hankering for a good taco, this is where you come.
Taco John's is awesome.
Another West Mex favorite from Taco John's.
See Coach Carter live at 7 Flags in Clive.
This telecast of the 2006 Iowa Girls State Basketball Championship games is brought to you by Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield of Iowa, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association. By your local dairy farmer. Have you had your 3-a-day today? By Mid-American Energy. Mid-American Energy encourages everyone to play it safe around natural gas and electricity. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service. By ConocoPhillips. Next time you're on empty, fill up with Conoco and Phillips 66 quality Pro Clean gasoline. By Iowa Bankers Association, where your future is our focus. Iowa Banks. And by Liberty Herbicide from Bayer Crop Science. If you planted a Liberty Link hybrid, remember to follow with Liberty Herbicide and make the most of every acre. Back at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. We are at halftime of this 2A championship game, and it's 25-14, North Polk leading over BCIG at halftime. The 1A, of course, belonged to IKM, a 54-33 win over Treynor. Thought it'd be a much closer game, but Treynor just didn't quite come to play tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm Mick Trier. Laura Leonard along with me here. We're halftime again in the 2A game. A game that really started out very, very close. Everything was even. The score, the field goal percentage, the rebounds. Then things kind of started to move just a little bit.
Well, and I think North Butler picked up the tempo, especially on the defensive side of things. They really got out, and you mentioned it several times, really pushed BCIG out away from the basket, didn't let them get set in their offense. And so I think that's something that they're going to have to work on and see if they can adjust to that defense. But that's what got North Butler back into the ballgame.
Boldy kind of didn't see a lot of points in the latter part of that second quarter. That's going to be a big key, I suppose, in the second half to get her back into play.
Yeah, they'd like to get her back into play, see if they can set some things up for her, let her create, maybe set some screens for her, see what they can do.
We're at halftime of this basketball game, 25-14. North Butler leading. Back with the second half here in just a moment.
Manager to register 5, please. Manager to register 5.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Do you think this eggplant looks like Elvis?
Young Elvis or Vegas Elvis?
Where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Vegas?
Vegas.
Yeah.
Add beauty to your bath with an ASB tub surround from Menards. This Vantage model has a high gloss finish and 6 shelves. On sale just $49.98. Add the finishing touch with a Sterling tub and shower door. All in-stock doors are on sale, like this rain glass model with silver finish for only $99. Plus, there's no interest or payments till 2007 with your Menards Big Card.
Save big money at Menards.
2006 Iowa Girls 2A District Coaches of the Year. As you take a look at them on screen there, some very talented coaches who really did a nice job in 2006. And you can see a couple of them, of course, here this year. 25-14, our halftime score. North Belt leading over Battle Creek Outer Grove. Let's take a look at the highlights, Laura.
Well, BCIG trying to make something happen, and that time Miller takes it down the lane to get the easy two. Bolte trying to create, gets a nice little runner. And then North Butler comes right back going inside to Jessica Johnson, who gets the easy two off the glass. And they went there a lot. They were able to get her open. Bolte again going to the baseline and pulling up, shooting the jumper, getting that one to fall. And they eventually shut her down after that shot. There's that long three-pointer from Hendricks as that ball falls through. And then the long pass and the nice run out by Uhlenhop for the easy two on the layup.
And a great pass and a great shot. Back with play here, second half action. Just underway, third quarter, 25-14 if you just joined us. North Belt leading over BCIG. Whoops, trying to go to the baseline. Lost it momentarily, shot blocked. Bearcats come away with the basketball. No pressure here by Battle Creek, and they're going to get the steal. Might be one of the ideas by Patrick Miller. Put a little pressure on him. Shot from three, won't go. Had the offensive rebound momentarily and lost it.
Gabby Miller just could not corral that loose ball, and she was the only one underneath the boards and just couldn't rebound it.
North Butler, top of the key, draws a crowd. Baseball pass across the way. Drives down, stop. Wide open in the back door. Shot won't go. Rebound up and a block, and they're going to be foul called. Let's take a look at the stats of the first half, Laura.
Well, field goal percentage again. North Butler really heating it up late in the half, and they're shooting 50%. They got to the free throw line, and BCIG did not. Rebounding's pretty even, and three-pointers. BCIG has not been able to knock one down. North Butler 67%, knocked two of them home.
Uhlenhop knocking another free throw down, back into the ball game. Katie Hummelgard checking back in, only a sophomore. 26-14, North Butler. Uhlenhop, only a sophomore mentioned, second free throw up and good.
Done a good job in the tournament at the free throw line coming into this game. She was 12 of 15 for 80%.
13-point ball game now, and Battle Creek Ida Grove going to have to come alive. Around the horn.
Better ball movement here.
Got into Boldy's hands. She's going to try and drive in. Stop, pulls up, likes that shot, won't go.
And really, that is her shot. I mean, she does like to put the ball on the floor, get it right to the free throw line, and pull up and shoot that jumper. Just came up a little short.
Which I can understand. Going to the left and shooting right-handed is not the easiest thing to do.
That's tough to do, but, you know, she's done a pretty good job of being able to perfect that shot.
North Butler will spread it out a little.
They might be very patient here throughout the second half with this lead.
Baseball pass, clear across the floor. Reset the offense here.
This is where BCIG is going to have to get aggressive, come out and take a little bit of a gamble, see if they can spark.
Uhlenhop. Now down to the corner. Shot, airballed it. Or not airballed, but a high archer. Nope, won't go. Here come the Falcons. Battle Creek down quickly. Let's see if they try to take it to the bucket. They'll shoot. No good. Rebound fought for. Going to be a jump ball, and it belongs to North Butler. Here's our Coca-Cola Classic trivia question. Who is the Iowa high school girls student athlete who is the first and only female player selected in the NBA draft? There you can take a look at the names. Ooh, a lot of good players.
And I think I know the answer to that.
Tell you what, that makes a good little all-star team.
I'd just like to be on that team. I'd pass it to any one of those guys. They could score.
Make me look good. Trouble getting it in, and Going to be stolen away by the Falcons here at half court. Was going to be a time call anyway. Boy, every time they go to try and penetrate inside of the lane, the Bearcats knocking that ball away.
Quick hands by North Butler, that's for sure. Every time dribble penetration, they just get their hands on every dribble, knock the ball away.
Well, I'll tell you, BCIG's really coming at them defensively. Right in their face.
Well, they've got to make some things happen. They've got a little bit of ground to make up.
Three-pointer outside. Torrey Hendricks knocking it down. 30-14, and North Butler's built a 16-point lead. And Patrick Miller of Battle Creek Ida Grove has taken a timeout with 5:09 to play here in the third quarter and 30-14. We'll be back with more state tournament play in just a moment.
There's a whole new side to the dairy you love. Clinical studies show milk, cheese, and yogurt actually help the body burn more fat when you make 3 servings a day part of your weight loss plan. So, when you're cutting calories, make it 3 servings of dairy every day.
1, 2, 3.
Like what you see? Learn more at 3aday.org.
Now let's review Laura's well-marked Blue Cross Blue Shield Iowa keys to the game.
Well, they're being patient on offense, that's for sure, and working the ball around, trying to find the best shot possible, and they have contained Bolte. They have done a great job. Aaron Broquet has really shut Bolte down.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Resume play. The Falcons will throw it in on the near side. Well, still plenty of time left. 5:09 to go, third quarter. North Butler leading 30-14. See what the Falcons and the head coach, Patrick Miller, decide to do. Take a look at the three-point shots, Laura.
Well, and you can see BCIG has not been able to convert, and there again, just a little short off the front of the rim. North Butler been able to find the range from three-point land.
Here comes Bolte. See if she can get into this game. Going to take it against Yulin Hot and score.
Bolte likes that little runner. She has great body control, gets it into the middle of the lane, gets that ball, that little teardrop shot.
Here come the Bearcats. Patrick Miller, head coach of BCIG, saying pressure, pressure. Well, they are bringing it out.
They're going to make them work for it. They're going to be patient, but BCIG is really going to make them work for everything.
And you know, is that 4? I don't know. Bolte, I think. Let's take a look at the Battle Creek keys to the game here as well, Laura.
Well, rebounding, and that's one thing that they did early very well, and got off to a good start, and then they kind of backed off a little bit, and they are not controlling the tempo the way they wanted to, and North Butler has really taken over the tempo of this ball game.
Not sure. Yep, it's going to be the 4th foul on Bolte. Ball lost out of bounds. That is going to be, they're going to have to take her out of the game here with 4:04 to go, Laura, and that's going to be tough.
That's going to be tough to try to climb out of this hole, but, you know, some other kids need to step up, and they might do it.
You know, she had that 2 fouls, then with about 40 seconds to go in the half, she picked up number 3, and now here in the first 3 minutes, she's picked up the 4th.
Well, and her teammates have to realize that she's out of the ball game. She's the leading scorer, but now somebody else is going to have to step up and make up for the difference and see if they can climb back into this game.
Foul against Ulenhop. On the rebound, you take a look at head coach Kevin Pipperton.
First 2 foul on the half.
Well, they were in the semis last year and lost to Tri-Center, and we just saw a moment ago that fantastic finish between Grundy Center and Tri-Center.
Three-pointer will not fall. Cuts off the rebound.
They're trying to get the three-pointers to fall, and that's how they're trying to climb back into this, but I think they've got a lot of time to be able to get back into it with 2-pointers.
There you saw the rebounding category, 18-12.
Yeah, that's some win the battle of the boards, and you're going to win the game.
You know, it wasn't that bad early in the first quarter. Falcons look to penetrate. 3:13 to go in the third. Falcons, again, looking to get it inside of the paint, get it knocked away. I don't know. North Butler is just so good at knocking the ball away when you're trying to penetrate inside of the lane.
And they're dropping off and helping out. They're leaving their offensive assignment and helping out their teammates.
Ball still loose on the floor. Battle for it. Timeout taken. North Butler wants to take a timeout as the bodies are flying all over the place. Timeout of the 4, 2:51 to go here in our third quarter. It's pretty much all North Butler so far, 30-16. More 2A championship coming up.
When you become a member of Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, you aren't just given a number. You're given a number of ways to take charge of your health. You're given health plan choices that fit your ever-changing life. And because your health needs go beyond the doctor's office, you're given unique programs that help educate and empower you. You're even given support and guidance when you need them most. There's a difference in health insurance companies, and 1.5 million Iowans know. The difference is blue.
This is what I do. Growing is my business. And each year I try to do better than the year before. I try to grow stronger.
That's why Bayer Crop Science has the Growing Strong Rewards program. It could help you earn more than $2 per acre when you use Bayer Crop Science crop protection products. Enroll at BayerGrowingStrong.com by May 1st.
The way I see it, why just grow when you can be growing strong?
We stand for people. Progress and pride.
Everything the Iowa Farm Bureau does, it does for Iowa. Iowa Farm Bureau supports the people and the programs that support all of us, from farmers to community leaders to our youth. Iowa Farm Bureau strives to make our state the best it can be.
People, progress and pride is true. Iowa Farm Bureau, helping you.
Bearcats, Katie Boyer, her first.
Back to Wells Fargo Arena, 2:32 now left to go in our third quarter, 30-16. Falcons will have the basketball down to the baseline. 2A championship game. Goldie out of the lineup with 4 personal fouls. The resting her. Nice shot down to the baseline. Nice looking turnaround. Nice touch.
It was nice touch. Hummelgard got the ball down low on the post and caught it in rhythm. Good touch off the glass.
Ewan Hop gets it down. Draws the crowd. She'll kick it back out for North Butler. ECIG coming at him man-to-man.
Well, they're going to have to. I think they're going to have to gamble a little bit. North Butler right now, good ball movement, good ball rotation.
Down underneath, shot up, good movement. Found just a little bit of a pick there on the inside, and Rope gets the bucket.
A nice little back cut that time and a great interior pass. Right now, it looks like BCIG just out of sync on offense. Really, no ball movement whatsoever.
Got some substitutes in there, but they're just, I think also a little bit of it might be the defense by North Butler. Really causing some problems.
Yeah, they're definitely getting out, being the aggressor, and really forcing the issue with BCIG.
Aaron Broquet with 8 points now after that last bucket. More substitutes coming in here. Kelsey Delp checks back into the lineup. Minute 33, still to play in the third quarter of the 2A championship. 3A and 4A coming up tomorrow night, by the way. Shot from the right baseline. Not a bad shot, open shot, just missed it. And then a jump ball called for it, and BCIG is going to get the ball back.
Yeah, they got Hummelgard wide open on the interior, or the inbounds play, and why not take it? I mean, you're open, no defender flying at you.
Here's the inbounds, open 3, quick shot, no good. Pretty quick.
Yeah, they're firing them up pretty quick right now, and almost in a panic mode. You don't want to get in that mode too quickly.
And a foul is going to be called on Danny Miller.
Right now, BCIG just trying to do anything they can to try to get into this game and try to get a little momentum back on their side.
Got the full court pressure here. At the half court, ball stolen away momentarily, picked up, knocked away, picked up, knocked away, and it is a battle out there. And I think it's North Butler is going to come away with it.
Danny Miller down on the floor scrambling for that ball. Tried to pass it to a teammate. Somebody else knocked it away.
This. There he had it for a second. Got it knocked away. Picked it. I'm going to throw it. No, I'll pick it up again. Well.
That's a battle. That's a war down there on the floor.
And a foul at the other end of the court. On North Butler.
Foul number 25 for the Bearcats.
The
fourth team foul of the half.
Torrey Henricks.
Torrey Henricks, yeah.
So I suppose you wait to the end of the third quarter to bring in Boldy back into the lineup?
Oh, definitely. I think you let her sit here through the rest of this quarter, maybe even a couple minutes into the fourth.
Kick back out. Right foot on the line. No good. And another foul is going to be called.
It's going to be on Miller again.
Yeah, Danny Miller kind of feels slapping.
She's getting a little frustrated.
When you get frustrated, yeah, that's what happens.
You get to this game and you want to win it so badly and things don't go your way, you start doing some things you normally don't do. You're just battling out there, and that's all she's doing.
Up court to Ewan Hop. She'll pull it back out. Cross court. 39. I'm sure they'll play for the last shot here in this third quarter.
Looks like they're going to run a little weave up top waiting for that last shot.
Nice movement here. 26 seconds. Ewan Hop looks in the middle. Got her momentarily. I'll tell you, she really had Hauer open for a minute there. Hoyer open, and she knew it. The heck with that waiting for the 22 seconds when you're going down the middle of the lane for a layup.
And when you're that wide open on that curl cut.
Roque will throw it in. We're out to the base, or out top of the key. Loose ball picked up at the baseline by Ewan Hop. She got tripped up. Here comes Battle Creek out of Grove. A one-on-one, help coming, takes it to the hoop, nothing doing, gonna call a charge. Shelby Schmidt's gonna get called for the charging foul. See what happens here. See who?
She got out in front of everybody and was gonna try to take it to the hoop strong, and defense standing right there in her way.
11 seconds, 6 seconds down, bounce pass left side, got a whistle on the travel. So BCIG with a 4.3 seconds to work with, go to the length of the floor. Yelling for some help. 3 seconds, 2, gonna get a good shot. Shot, and no good. So the third quarter comes to a close. It's 34-18 in favor of North Butler as you take a look at Aaron Broquet getting the bucket.
No curb appeal. Hate the color. Oh, honey, this is it.
What you got there is an infestation.
A lot of life happens in your car. Conoco and Phillips 66 quality Pro Clean gasolines help clean your engine as you drive.
The paint wasn't so bad.
So you can focus on more important things. Conoco and Phillips 66. Life happens between empty and full.
Menards is the place where you'll always save big money on quality products for your home. Build your new outdoor project with AC2 treated lumber. From decking to timbers, it all has a lifetime warranty and it's all on sale. Make any building project easier with Senco brand fastening tools, all on sale. This framing nailer is lightweight and power packs, only $199. Plus, there's no interest or payments till 2007 with your Menards Big Card.
Save big money at Menards.
Back at Wells Fargo Arena. Hope I don't have to do that. 34-18 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play. Or somebody else will be doing the play-by-play tomorrow night.
I'd love to see you do that.
Well, let's see. Fourth quarter of play right now. Battle Creek Ida Grove is really going to have to put some things together. They're going to have to score.
They are, and Bolte's back in the lineup, and you got to figure they're going to try to get her the basketball and see if she can help bring him back into this game.
North Butler with the ball and the big lead. North Butler, they might want to just take a little time off.
They're just running a little bit of a motion offense and working players, weaving them up on top and looking for an opening. And if they do get that wide open layup, they'll definitely take it. But I don't think they're going to take any quick shots right now.
Yeah, you're right. They're down inside of the lane. Forced to Got a whistle or a jump ball?
Jump ball.
Still going to be Falcon basketball.
Schernbach right there just got her hand right on top of the basketball as they drove inside and got the jump ball.
See if they try to get in the hands of Boldy here. Boy, I'll tell you, North Butler's done a pretty good job defensively. Every time they dribble inside of that lane, get a stolen run.
And look at them running the floor, too. Broquet getting out in front of the pack.
Yeah, and Broquet can move down the floor.
But their defense right now is creating their offense, and that's what's doing it for them.
Look at that. Just a quick steal as they're going inside. And then quick down to the other end. Look how fast they get down floor.
Eyes up the floor and looking to see who's open, and good passing.
Schernbeck had to hustle on down there, but there's someone we haven't heard from at all, hardly. 0 points tonight on Crystal.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing that that would happen.
Take a look at Broquet's numbers for tonight. Not bad. 36-18, 7 minutes to play in the game. North Butler leading in the BCIG.
Every movement they make, that North Butler defense is right there.
You know, they tried the three-point shot. They tried to penetrate. Now they tried to throw it inside, and it's knocked away.
They can't seem to crack this defense that no matter what they do.
I don't think that Treynor's very excited about BCIG's chances. Not very happy. I don't know if you know this, if you're going to be driving up in the BCIG area, but head coach Patrick Miller's wife is a highway patrolman.
You want to drive
She probably won't be in a good mood tonight either.
Keep it under 55.
Their son plays football at Ida Grove. Foul.
Foul on number 24, Danny Miller.
Yeah, it's going to be the third foul on Danny Miller.
That'll be the 7th.
There you can see Patrick Miller trying to talk to his team. He was talking to the officials a little bit, but trying to calm his team down and see if they can get into a rhythm here in the last 6 minutes.
To the free throw line, Jessica Johnson. Free throw good.
You know, that's a kid that started off strong in this ball game, and then we hadn't heard a whole bunch from her until right now.
I think it's 6 points for her. She's about on average 38-18, 20-point lead after a 25-14 halftime score. 6 minutes to play in this 2A championship. North Butler still playing that intense defense. Inside to Boldy. Every time you go inside of the paint, they
collapse down.
Look at it, it's just hard to even try and pretty good ball movement though here for the Falcons. Got it knocked away on the hip. Shot on the right side. Up and good. Schernbeck knocking it down for BCIG. Brings them back within 18.
All that movement, all that weave up front finally got Schernbeck open.
See if the Bearcats go back to the kind of high weave, if you will. Got a kick. Got a foot on the ball by Crystal. Timeout of the 4, 5:25 to go. It's 38-20, North Butler on top. We'll back.
Manager assistance and customer service, please. Manager assistance and customer service.
Can I help you with anything? Yeah, chocolate chip cookie dough or cherry nut. Which says sorry, I was late. How late? I don't know. What time is it?
Where there's a house a mile in every aisle.
Better get both.
Lots of people said I'd never get away with just one pass. Then again, they've never seen a pre-emerge herbicide like this.
It's not just a one pass. It's a security system. Radius, a weed-free zone. Talk to your dealer about Radius, part of the Growing Strong Rewards program.
And now this key step brought to you by Iowa Farm Bureau.
Well, North Butler still shooting it very well, and they're starting to win the battle of the boards. They've increased that lead. Turnovers about even.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that one.
Rebounding not, field goal percentage not, but turnovers I am. Out of travel, another turnover on the part of the by Uhlenhoff. Kind of got caught up on a bad leg, I think. 38-20, North Butler in control here with 5:08 to play in this basketball game in the 2A championship. 1A belonged to IKM in the opener tonight. 3A and 4A tomorrow. Shot up and good.
Kelsey Bolte, baseline jumper. She likes that shot, and there's still a lot of time left in this one that BCIG might turn up the pressure a little bit.
Bolte working with those 4 personal fouls, had to sit out some in the third and some here in the fourth, the back end of the ball game. Here comes the pressure by the Falcons. And Butler's been pretty good at handling with that weave outside there.
Yeah, they've just moved the ball so well and have found the open cutters, gotten easy shots off of it.
3-point shot, no. Rebound comes out of their Falcons. See if they try to go back to Bolte.
Well, they're going to key in, and it looks like Broquet is face guarding Bolte right now.
Good battle going on. Loose ball momentarily. Bolte say bring it to this side. Now in trouble down to the baseline. Gonna have to call timeout. Nope, gets it kicked out in time.
Well, they're really working the right side of the floor, and Bolte's staying away and pulling the defense with her.
Got a bounce pass. Bolte taking it to the hoop. Stop, shoots, no. Rebound. Jump ball called for it. It's going to belong to North Butler. The Class 2A All-Tournament team will be announced at the end of this game, and one player will be named captain. On Saturday night, following the 4A title game, one of the 4 class winners will be named the most valuable player in the entire tournament, selected from the 4 class winners. Mid-American Energy will provide a $1,000 college scholarship to the student-athlete named Tournament MVP. And a loose ball knocked off the hands of Uhlenhoff goes out of bounds. It's going to be BCIG's basketball.
You know, Broquet really staying face guarding Bolte, and she's staying out of the action, letting the other 4 work.
Down the middle of the lane, kicks it off. Baseline, nothing. Nice pass inside. Turnaround shot won't go, but a foul's going to be called. Well, let's take a look and see what our trivia answer was. Our answer to our Coca-Cola Classic trivia question we gave you during the third quarter. Who is the only Iowa high school girl selected in the NBA player draft? No, it was not Laura Leonard. Denise Long. And yes, it is the NBA, Golden State, 1969.
That was a late round draft choice. Really late round draft choice.
Timeout of the floor here with 3:36. We'll be back. 38-22. Our score. Back in a moment.
We're about renewable energy. We're about safety at work and in the home. We're about keeping electric rates in Iowa as low as they are today, all the way through 2010. We're also about doing everything possible to bring more comfort to the lives of our customers.
Mid-American Energy.
For the last 12 years, the Iowa Bankers Association has sponsored the Parade of Achievement. They know that high school sports nurture character and integrity. Self-esteem, pride, discipline, cooperation, teamwork. On a daily basis, the bank is the central focus of a community. It defines a community. We're proud of our long relationship with the Iowa Bankers Association.
A Casey's pizza? You bet.
Casey's handmade from scratch pizza, made fresh with all your favorite toppings loaded on. We pile on the fresh ingredients real heavy. Just call ahead. Stop by and try to resist a slice on your way home.
Hey, hon.
Hi. Where's the pizza?
All month, get free cheese breadsticks with the purchase of any large pizza. Loaded up so heavy, it stays with you.
Casey's General Store.
Back Wells Fargo Arena. Look at the free throws.
Yeah, North Butler been to the line 10 times. These are the first free throws of the night for BCIG. That's amazing.
So that is 1 for 1.
Yeah.
That was a stat. 38-23. Second free throw. Boldy. No, won't go. Loose ball. Knocked away. They're going to give it back to the Bearcats.
I think they talked during that timeout. They really have to turn up the pressure right now, and they're going to have to gamble a little bit.
A little trouble getting it in play. The gamble is going to count because the full court pressure. Maybe they jack up a three. They will. No. Fight for the rebound. A whistle and a foul. I think it's going to go against North Butler.
I think it's going to be on Jessica Johnson.
Yeah, Jessica Johnson. Her fourth foul. So not to the free throw line, obviously, for the Falcons. So BCIG will throw it in underneath. Into Boldy. Yeah, got a walk. I'll tell you, Shelby Schmidt is quick. She is so fast. There you can see head coach Patrick Miller, because she just took one little step there.
I thought Uhlenhoff was going to take it all the way to the hoop. A smart move. She pulled it back out and let him reset.
So we got a 38-23 lead here with 3:11 to go. BCIG coming at him defensively down to the baseline. No, ball tipped around. Falcons come away with it. Quickly up court. Danny Miller stops at the top of the key. Kicks it right side out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by the Bearcats.
I think that was Hoyer. They got a hand on it on that cross-court pass.
And now I think the Bearcats want to take a timeout as they want to talk things over here. 2:57 to play in this fourth quarter. It's 38-23. North Butler, who led at halftime with a score of 25-14, leading 38-23. Good first quarter, second quarter. Just every time it seemed like the key might have been that. I really think maybe the key was North Butler's defense inside of the lane, knocking that ball away all the time.
And it still is. We've seen it here in the third and fourth quarter as well. Every time they try to penetrate, North Butler is dropping off. They're helping out. They get a hand right where they're dribbling, knock that ball away, and that's, I think, turned the ball game around.
It's really kind of caused some problems, but just the defense by North Butler has just been tenacious.
They're playing very good defense, and they're creating some offense off of it. Those steals that they're getting out and running the floor. We've seen them get out several times to get some fast break opportunities.
BCIG with basketball on the far side. Oh, had a shot from the corner, didn't take it. Looking inside, again, ball knocked away.
And that's exactly what, they're not taking care of the basketball when they put the ball on the floor, and North Butler right there.
See if North Butler takes a little air out of it here with 2:40 to play. Oh, ball stolen away by Boulder. She'll take it to the hoop and score.
And a smart move by Broquet, too. She could have gone up and contested the shot. It could have very easily been a traditional three-point play, but she let her go for the easy two.
11 points now by Bolte. All loose again, picked up by the Falcons. They bring it down and score. A couple of quick buckets here.
They right now are on a 9-0 run over the last 3 minutes.
38-27. It's an 11-point game with 2 minutes to go. Full court pressure. See if they can't get it into single, and they steal it away. Oh, they're standing on the out-of-bounds line. BCIG was standing on the out-of-bounds line. Let's take a look at last basket here as you take a look at the steal. And then Schmidt dribbles down and scores. But this pressure coming to life here for the Falcons. Still not in play, finally get it in. 2 minutes to play. Look at the turnovers, 18-16, pretty even Steven. Ball stolen away again. Schmidt, stop, shoots. No good. Bolte didn't see that it was going to miss and goes out of bounds. I don't know if halfway up if Smith is going to try and pass it or shoot it or what, but it just didn't happen. Boy, that would have been a big bucket to bring it back within single digits.
That would have been huge, and Bolte right there for the offensive rebound, and I just misjudged that.
Loose ball momentarily picked up. Now knocked away, stolen away again by BCIG, and they lose it again. They keep getting the steal and then keep losing it.
That has got to be so frustrating because they've really picked up the tempo right now and gotten a couple of opportunities, haven't been able to cash in on them.
Wow, minute 40 to go. Falcons going to bring in Danny Miller back out of the lineup. Let's see what happens here. Now watch. Got a hand on it. Picks it up. Bounce pass inside. Just didn't get a hold of it. In a little bit of a hurry to shoot it.
And the pass was in a tough place to catch, too, down by the knees.
North Butler gets him to play to Ulanov. She'll probably bring it up. Not going to pass it over to Roque. Between the two of them, pretty veteran-type ball handlers. Ball kicked. Crystal Schoenbeck. Minute 31 to play in the ball game. 11-point game. But I'm going to tell you what, BCIG has reeled off some points in a hurry.
Yeah, they have. They've climbed back into it. Momentum's on their side if they could get another steal here. They're going to bring it out, North Butler is.
Looking on the outside perimeter. They looked inside to UNI, but I think they'd rather bring it back out. Minute 7, minute 6. 1-point game. Now you're going to have to do something. Foul?
Now I think you foul, and at this point you have to, because now they're keeping the ball away. You got to either stop the clock or just concede.
Down to 50 seconds. They've let a lot of time go off here. They're going to foul. So to the free throw line, Kelsey Delp. Delp will go to the line.
You're right. A lot of time ran off that clock. You got to make that decision whether you foul or just go ahead and let the clock run out. And they kind of were caught in between that decision.
I think they had the momentum going there for a little bit. Boy, a couple of those steals would have been able to capitalize the bucket. Might have been a different final minute, but then you get yourself still down by 11, and they got the ball in the offensive court. You're going to have to do something in a hurry.
Yeah, if you think of it, if they would have converted on those two steals, it'd be 31-38 right now, and it's a ball game.
They get 39-27. North Butler, 45 seconds to play. Both teams been pretty even on the turnovers. Just a few other areas.
Well, I think it's the fact that they were able to shut Bolte down. She got into foul trouble and had to sit out a little bit, and BCIG never could really get into sync on the offensive side.
And I should say something, too. I mean, because North Butler has really played a good ball game, and BCIG has not quit. They have continued to fight here, and especially in this fourth quarter. Fifth foul is going to be whistled on Jessica Johnson. She had a good game.
She had a very good game. Really got things started for North Butler early on in the first quarter. Did a good job of posting up, sealing the defender, asking for the basketball.
One of the few free throws that BCIG shot, they missed this one. Across the half-court line, they'll try a double trap. Nothing doing. 25 seconds to go. Well, North Butler is going to take home this 2A championship. They lead 40-27, 14 seconds to go. And I can say one thing, BCIG has battled all the way throughout, all 4 quarters of play.
Well, and I think BCIG has all 5 starters back for next year, so look for them to be back at the tournament.
That's the buzzer, and the final score, North Butler winning it 40-27. 40-27, a little low scoring that these two teams are used to playing.
Yeah, and there you go. It's defense, and defense wins you championships, and I think the North Butler defense won them this championship tonight.
Well, I think you're right, especially inside of the lane, where I think BCIG was so used to driving down inside, and every time they did, they stole that ball away, and they just could not come up with a different type of offensive threat for them.
Yeah, they didn't really have any answer for it. They tried different ways. They tried posting up, some of their players, but anytime they'd make that move into the lane, there they were. Quick hands, quick defenders, dropping off, helping out, digging to get there in position.
Well, after a 25-14 halftime, North Butler went on to win this one, even though BCIG had a chance in the final minutes there to kind of pull back as they really started to make a run. Let's go down to the public address announcer, Rick Silvestrini.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to announce the Class 2A All-Tournament team. The presenter is Craig Lang, president of Iowa Farm Bureau. From North Butler, Indy Eulenhoff.
Right over here.
From Audubon, Jody Best. From AGWSR, Mindy Hutchcroft. From Audubon, Katie Jo Christensen. From Battle Creek, Ida Grove, Kelsey Bolte. And the captain of the Class 2A All-Tournament team, from North Butler, Aaron Broquet. The Good Sportsmanship Award will now be presented to the 2A school, whose players, coaches, and fans have best displayed good sportsmanship. This is a $500 college scholarship each to one female and one male athlete or cheerleader in any sport at that school. Scholarships are underwritten by Iowa Farm Bureau. The Class 2A winner is North Butler. Receiving the award, letters, and school trophy is Steve Ward, superintendent. Congratulations to North Butler. And now, to present the runner-up trophy is Rich Weedy, member of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Board of Directors. Congratulations to the Falcons of Battle Creek, Ida Grove on an outstanding 2006 basketball season.
Okay, now team picture right here.
And to present the championship trophy is Carol Greta, member of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Board of Directors. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2006 Class 2A state champion, the Bearcats of North Butler.
Written, of course, as 2 championships have been decided here at the new Wells Fargo Arena, the 1A IKM, and in the 2A North Butler. Some great action, some great play we saw here tonight.
A lot of good players, a lot of good action, a lot of good defense tonight. And a lot of happy players going home with a lot of trophies and a lot of happy fans going home tonight as well.
Yeah, started off with Wade Greenwood. As you see some of the disappointment tomorrow night. 2 more championship games. 3A between Norwalk and Ballard. And in the 4A, Des Moines Roosevelt will take on Cedar Rapids, Washington. We've crowned 2. We've got 2 more to go in night 2 coming up tomorrow night. Hope you enjoyed it. For more